We didn't show this part of it before.
No,
Hey, David, you're on the internet.
Oh, hello! I'm David Leonard, the reluctant game master of Children of the Gods. Because apparently we're making this a thing now instead of the last 2 years trying to work on it and not really making any progress. But having run it on Saturday, where we're trying to run it again, because we only have 3 classes and 3 people, but a variety of races. I thought we would go over all of the options because we did not do so on Saturday, and kind of give you an idea of what you're looking
Color
at.
preference then.
Do what preference?
Give a color preference.
Usually
As
green.
far as classes,
Is this green?
Yeah, it'll work.
Tanner Guardian, and there's a Mercenary. Over here. Yep. That works. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh. So, your Mercenary is your fighter, your Guardian's your paladin, and your Entertainer is your bard. But since none of them have magic, we've had to make quite a few adjustments in terms of combining things so that they work with a... Because normally you have, 12, 13 classes in regular D&D 5th edition.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to narrow it down to 6 or 7. And so our solution is to combine, because the normally magical ones won't have any more magic, to combine the most logical traits of the fighting portion versus the skill portion, focusing more on their skill checks and their abilities outside of combat, but still putting in combat features to make them useful. Like our naturalist we're working on is going to be kind of a combination of a cleric and a ranger. That way, because normally a cleric without spells isn't much anything, but he at least makes better medicine and wisdom checks, whereas a ranger at least has the ability to track and fight and shoot. And, Also adding options for firearms, because near future, kind of want to do that.
Yeah. So race-wise, we have our Terrans, which are pretty much standard human. Titans, they have +2 charisma, a bunch of other stuff. Blight are basically the changelings, they have +2 dexterity. Brute, +2 charisma, they're part animal. Bionics, +2 intelligence, part machine. And Botanics, part plant, +2 wisdom. With lots of customization within.
What is the
But
best
that's just a
healing
quick-
ability?
That's just a quick. Well, for the Botanics, we have basically the blue raspberry, which is essentially good berry. You can make 10 berries, and they're infused with intense amounts of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
So you can actually make these things?
Yeah, you produce 10 per day,
And you can eat
you
them
can
and heal yourself?
yeah, they
or
heal
others?
1 hit point. Yeah, anybody. Yeah.
Okay, I want to be one of those.
Okay. So we were able to try to fit all the information about each race on 1 page.
Okay.
So.
Botanics.
Yeah, your race.
So those standard stats on the top part, and then you could choose 2 from the bottom down here. Anything sound enticing?
Ooh.
Bionic. Brood.
The animal one.
The brute one.
Brutish.
Is.
Oh, yeah, they have quite a few abilities. Although one member of the Saturday group pretty much taunts the character
So this would be
of
the race, or what?
another member,
Botanic race, yeah.
like every chance he gets, and she's very angry about it.
So yeah, in one campaign she played a cat lady, so she making cat jokes about her. Cat calls, you might say.
Yes.
But another one, she's playing a bird race. They are cockcrow, what they're called. Cockcrow?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. So you kept making chicken and bird jokes. And,
Yeah. This time she was,
the
wolf-like.
wolf likes, yeah. So
Yeah.
You kept making dog jokes and get in a collar and put her on a leash. And no. You just really want
To antagonize her.
Yeah, to
tease
antagonize.
her.
Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah. Every character.
They're still friendly, but yeah.
Oh, sure they are.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll go with this.
Well, I might as well go even out the nanobot users and go with Bionics. Sure.
All right. So no non-nanobot representation.
No, we're all freaks in this
Yep.
group. Yeah.
Yep. A lot of people ask what the benefit really was to being a Terran or a Titan when all of these abilities come with the nanobot users.
And typically it's a matter of, like, the Titans, since they're super rich, they're kind of racist as well. They feel like they are the purest form of humanity because they're able to genetically engineer the bodies to the ideal form, and so they think they're the best from that. As opposed to everybody else, well, humans, Terrans, you're really less than human because you took radiation. Who knows what's wrong with your bodies now? And all the rest of them have nanobots. So, you're part plant. Well, you're not human anymore. You're less than human. Okay, so I don't feel so bad if you die. You're expendable.
Pretty much. Although one of the arguments is that these nanobot procedures to cure you of the plague cost way more than the Terrans. And the Titans would cost even more than that, but Titans are typically rich families anyways, so they're able to afford to have new pure bodies made for them.
Yeah. I was listening off the equipment, and one of them is the inflatable raft. Unfortunately, when I was reading it out loud, I said inflatable rat. So, one of them said, well, the Titan was like, oh, yes, we're a company that makes inflatable rats. It's like, yes, unfortunately, your company failed, so that's why you're going to me.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Alright.
So we have these classes set up to level 10. And
Yes.
as far as it goes in terms of...
Is that melee?
Guardian and Mercenary are melee. So depending on what you
Well,
want
Mercenary
to
is Gunslinger as
be...
well.
Gunslinger as well, so yeah. So I guess it focuses more on guns, and Guardian is more like up close, like Paladin, personal. If you want to do that.
Sure.
So a lot of the extra information is like on 3rd level, 5th level, whatever, and they red, blue, white, and green Guardians. So red are based on that would be like 3rd level, your oath that you take. One of them is based on firefighters, the white is based on medics, first responders, blue is based on police, and green is based on army, military.
Okay.
I just want to do
They all have different abilities based on
background
which.
first.
Also, as a Guardian, you get a power suit that's a basic metal frame that you're later able to upgrade. That's like an AC of 15 and has special abilities with it as well.
Way to choose your background.
Oh yes, there are many backgrounds as well.
If somebody kind of cut off here and can't read them.
Yeah, I tried. I'm afraid I set a copy of it, and it fixed up this side, but I don't know. I couldn't figure out how to push it over. Yeah.
I love that you got Evangelist on here.
Yeah.
So the Mercenary has options of a Gunslinger and Attached. So the Attached is Weapon Bond and Improved Critical, but those are like 3rd level and stuff. I guess we're going to stick with making 1st level characters to see how things work before diving deeper into it.
Yeah, look, soldier is still soldier.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah.
Soldier is a soldier, no matter what world it is.
Well, my character, I chose him to be a farmer, and the mission was to go to this farm that had a bunch of genetically modified animals on it. And basically, the Titan that sent us on this mission
Basically,
wanted us to kill all the animals because they're abominations.
So, the academic
didn't tell us this outright. Told us to investigate because they might be like training them to fight each other and having like
So I'll be an
infighting,
academic.
and that would be wrong. And they go, yeah, we agree, that would be wrong. But no, it's a refugee. It's a safe place for these animals. We're trying to collect them and keep them in pens,
But that was one of
keep
the
them protected and
I'll
healthy.
change my name here. My name will be
And so
Sage.
we went back to the guy to tell him this, and he's like, when I told you to
Yeah,
investigate
sure,
them, I wanted you to kill all of them because they're
That's
horrible
right.
things.
So for the skill proficiency, it says you can get history as a skill proficiency in either technology,
I'll
nature,
work out
or
the
medicine,
equipment from
depending
that.
on what you were studying.
Ah.
Yeah, the equipment list is along with the starting equipment there. Obviously, the difficult part is all of the conversion between gold pieces and dollars, Bytecoins and Bitcoins. So it's like once you get into the hundreds or thousands, you're not really going to carry that many physical coins around. So you have like a memory stick with Bitcoins on them that would have
Here
a
we
large
have
amount of money.
weapons, armors, and then general gear.
Okay. skills.
So the harder part too is that considering the in-game costs of these various treatments, obviously the Terrans being the cheapest, but everyone's basically in a group looped together, bought out their contracts for their treatments by a Titan or some other company, and sent to go on missions for usually, like, I guess we decided a year per person on the team.
That's the way I kind of phrased it, because
Yeah.
there were 5 people in the group, and I said, okay, well, you have 5 years on your contract.
All of you have to work with us for the next 5 years, and if any of you die, you're still paying off that other person, so it's obviously an option to keep everybody alive, but whether that person gets replaced and you just basically add another year on top of it because you were still working on the person who died. I thought like the easiest way of dealing with that would be to look at it by level, so that by the time all your characters are like level 10, you've earned your contract, you're free to go. And the idea of, if you've worked together for that long, you've survived that long to make it to level 10, you don't want to be together, you should have that choice.
Makes sense.
That way, in-game, it's an easier way, at least out-of-game as well, to be able to tell how long you are required to work for a company. And in most games, that's the halfway point anyways. You know, before level 20, then things really start to ramp up in terms of most campaigns if you're playing for that long. So I thought that would be a good idea. As far as magic goes, we decided, at least for the bard, to change all of his spells to like routines, or depending on what type of bard he is, be it motivational speaker or performer or actor. You know, they all have different methods in order to do similar things. Cutting words, or charming, or putting people to sleep because they're just not very good motivational speakers. So they're not casting the sleep spell, but within a few seconds, people just nod off because they cannot.
They have a very monotone voice, not saying
Yeah.
anything or everything.
Oh, yeah, it's great, it's great. Just
We had a
having-
preacher that was that way.
Oh yes.
I fall asleep in every sermon.
So I get common plus 2 more languages.
And instead of bards colleges, they're community colleges.
So what kind of languages are available?
What languages are available in the real world?
No, it's
Pretty
English. Yeah, we kind of assume, because we're Americans, you know American, you know English, you know American.
You know America.
But you might have also grown up in a community that required you to learn other languages as well, or you actually were a foreigner that was brought to America, and so you had to learn English, and your other language is really your native language.
And at this point, a lot of the bigger world events, except for the plague, everyone knows that happened many years beforehand.
You got to pick one or multiples.
One.
One.
What did you specialize in?
Well, I was going to go for medicine. It was proficiency is medicine. You specialize in something else. But no, what does add up to your bonus or your?
That's, I don't know, it really tends to be more flavor text. So a couple of those we ended up changing out from the original, but like discredited, like academic and librarian, professor, researcher, historian. Those were all from the original. So, I'm not sure really they ever actually played into it aside from just flavor text.
Yeah.
Oh, that. You mean? Okay.
I suppose you could, like, in-game make the claim that, okay, well, you went with medicine, and if you went with botanist, okay, you could, make the point, well, I do specialize in botanical medicines, so can I maybe...
That sounds more like a Star Trek trait thing.
Yeah,
Star Trek RPG, if you argue whatever specialization you have, might get you extra bonus die.
I mean, how much... There's a lot of arguing in D&D, come on, we've already established this.
That's true, we're arguing right now.
Okay.
I'd like to have an argument, please. So which class, it sounds like you're probably going to be the entertainer at that point. If you're going to be a healer, there are some healing abilities that the entertainer has as a class. It won't be the mercenary. There you go, mercenary.
I'm a mercenary.
And enjoy it. You are the mercenary. Because we have 3 classes now and 3 players, so each of you get a
Indeed.
yeah.
So, one thing reading this enhanced healing,
Mm-hmm.
how does it work when your proficiency bonus goes up? Does it retroactively apply or not?
No, just as
That's something that's not clear.
okay.
What was it again?
The proficiency bonus does not retroactively change your hit points from previous levels when it goes up, right?
Well, it'd be starting at level 1, and then every time you level up,
Right,
it
it
would.
says your hit point maximum increases by your proficiency bonus, and it increases by your proficiency bonus every time you gain a level.
Yeah.
Well, does it increase higher when you're at +3 going back? That's something someone's going to argue.
+3 going back.
So once your proficiency bonus goes +3, you
Oh,
add
okay,
+1
I
to
see.
all those levels.
I would think it would be, yeah, whatever your proficiency bonus is at that time, it acts like toughness, basically. That's why I copied and pasted it from.
So toughness doesn't
The toughness feat.
work retroactively. So
I don't think toughness goes from proficiency bonus. I think it's a straight +2.
I don't know.
But
Hey, possibly not, yeah.
alright, so
Still.
Yeah, it is just +2, okay.
Okay. Well, we can change it to say reasonably not retroactive. There's room on the page. But the thing that I guess most intrigued the players on Saturday were the dynamics between each of these races and how the Titans are consider themselves superior to everybody, and how people may interact or not want to interact. Or
How do you
or
calculate the
mistrust.
modifiers?
Modifiers are like 10 and 11 are +0, 12 and 13 +1, 14, 15 +2, 16, 17 +3. And negatives on the other end. So,
Yeah.
9
As it
and
was
minus
in
1.
yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
yeah, fourth edition, yeah.
Yeah.
But I keep saying it to our numbers. In that case.
So 14's a +2.
Yep.
And 15's a +2.
Yep. Did you put them in good stats for the entertainer class?
Oh. I
It tells you what your
myself-
favorite stats are there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Right in the front description there.
Proficiencies.
Did you put favorite stats on the classes, John?
Huh?
Normally the classes have like favored.
Stats.
nope.
No, like that. Okay. Well, it says I know that says based on your charisma. So you
Oh,
want as an entertainer, you want high charisma.
Oh, no, I got my low group.
you want to maybe move that around.
So another comment I'd like to make on the martial weapons, or at least martial melee, the only one-handed weapons are finesse.
Yeah.
So if I'm sword and boarding it, I have no desire for martial weapon.
Okay.
Just saying.
We always add more weapons back to it.
Right.
I just want to simplify the number of types of things in there because we're also adding in firearms, explosives, and
This is why we have these things,
yes.
because we don't necessarily catch all the mistakes we make.
Well, potential desires of players.
If you want to write in some notes and we'll reprint them with other stuff. That's
Right, I'm just,
yeah.
as we go along. Sledgehammer. It's completely illegal.
If you don't mind adding in my character sheet there, so I can see what everything is on there.
Silly boss.
Yeah.
How do you calculate your proficiency level?
It's always +2 in level 1.
It's just 2.
Yeah, it's +2, and then the charts would say when it goes up, it's like level 4. Obviously, you have to call it something other than power armor because Fallout owns that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this basic Guardian frame armor is basically it defaults your strength at 10.
Yeah, if you have strength below 10, when you're wearing it, it makes your strength 10.
And then for $50 upgrades, you can increase it by 1 each time.
So we roll a d8 to get our hit points.
No, you just start with the maximum.
What's the max? Oh, 8.
8 plus your
plus
constitution
8
modifier.
plus your constitution modifier.
Alright, well that's good. We can get next to nothing.
Okay. So I was a security guard. Since I'm going to be mercenary, and that works better than me being a painter.
Remember when we had random rolls and everything and had combinations that made absolutely no sense?
Yeah. We had the Golden Girls one time. When it was, 3 seniors and a child.
Yes. Yeah.
There's that.
So then how should the enhanced healing be phrased then, so that it's clear that it's only what your new proficiency bonus is, if it changes?
How much are you wanting them to soak up? Why would you just give them tough
Just give them +2?
and then put that into down here as a change your tough into proficiency bonus at that level or something like that? And then put, for instance, at this level you would gain +3 at this level.
Okay.
Because that gets big as you get high.
That would be, yeah.
Yes, that's true.
I mean, this is starting me out with 18 hit points.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, then I also would have that as well. I also have enhanced healing.
Alright, where should we go? You have advantage on dex savings throws. Gain this benefit and keep you prolonged definite working capacity. So advantage on dex throws. Is this supposed to be a dex character? For the guardian?
Oh. Yeah, what was
They
it?
have danger sense. Give them advantage on dex savings throws.
Yeah, that was copy paste of the barbarian.
Okay.
Their danger sense, yeah.
Can't take fighting style action at once. I can choose in.
I suppose it's just a matter of like, they know how to avoid danger. You're running, firefighter running into a flaming building.
Right.
If they recognize, oh no, that floor is going to fall down on top
I
of me.
mean, it's a useful ability.
Yes, yeah. This is how I imagined why it was being copied and pasted in there. So.
Well, that efficiency of pistols, revolvers, shotguns.
So how do you figure your armor class?
Which armor does it say you're getting?
Leather.
Oh, their armor.
It'll be 11 plus your dex
Ooh.
modifier.
Okay.
And while you're wearing powers. Wow.
It says choose 3 skills. Is that under the?
Yeah, any of those. Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
From that list of skills, those are what you're proficient in.
Well, it's being the entertainment comic base, it's a bard, so it's just choose any 3 skills.
Yeah.
Looks like you've already picked them.
Well, I picked the skills for my character
background.
type,
Yeah.
history, proficiencies. So I get 3 skills beyond those, or just those are included?
Those are from. That's why I kind of encourage to do race and then background and then class, so that you don't double up on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also kind of makes sense that okay, first you were born, then you had a work life, and now you're in this sort of an inter-servitude of okay, I have to work off my debt now. So yeah, in that order, I'll choose things in that order.
Hmm.
Or I suppose it could also be the story of somebody who was born this way as a bionic or brute or whatever, and they had banded together with a group of adventurers that they wanted to get out of their bored jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, one thing that's always bugged me about 5th edition is it goes race, class, background. I'm like, no, you were born, this is your background. Now your class.
Is there a way to assess that?
So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I was reading this.
Oh, no, that's fine, absolutely, yeah. I'm glad you agree, though. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, well, why?
Mm-hmm.
It's like backgrounds are kind of, oh, they don't have enough skills. Let's throw this in.
Well, it's like the process of making a character in Star Trek RPGs. Like you're born,
It's really
you're
fun,
raised,
yeah.
You've got your home life. You know where you.
Where were you born at? How were you raised?
Yeah.
How were you introduced to Starfleet?
Yeah. Did you accept it or refuse it? Were you like forced in? What did you choose to do in Starfleet? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what were a couple of momentous things you've done in your career before this moment?
Yeah, you were someone.
Yeah. Your character, you had experiences.
Oh yeah.
Some of them may have been terrible, tragic experiences. Some of them are very uplifting.
But each one of those options has these specific stats related to it that change and alter your history.
Right.
Although, when you get to that much detail, it does get rather complicated. And a lot of things just kind of blur together in terms of, obviously a lot of these characters have this backstory, but how much of it really comes into campaigns, let alone an episode of Star Trek if you're just making a Star Trek character.
Right. Don a red shirt and the background doesn't matter.
I did that.
Yes.
For our, one of our games for our family we played with. I made a character for all of them, made all the background stories. Most of them were tragic in some way. And then I made myself for my just a red shirt. Like, okay, I'm the expendable one. That way, you can all have fun and survive. And if I die, well, I the one that died. It's fine.
And they wanted to play an original series, so red shirts. I did buy a mission book and the GM screen and the other stuff for that, so if we were to get a big enough group together again to play that.
You probably have another established mission, yes.
Yeah.
So, I've gone with, I haven't gotten my class sheet here, but I've gone with Bionic and, so I have resistance to poison and diseases. I can, to a limited degree, speak with electronics when I touch them. I also have the enhanced healing. I have no stomach for it, so I only need half of my food and water rations, but I also then replace that with equal amounts of metal that I absorb into me. Yes, indeed. Lawful neutral, because, again, security guard. So I went with metal detector. Kind of makes sense. Oh, okay, are you armed? There's a gun right there. I can sense it right there. Just take the gun out. Yeah, well, let me take the gun out. Yeah.
It's a plastic gun.
That's potential, yes.
Mm-hmm.
3D printed gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be that, yeah. Or bullets
They
are
wouldn't
ice.
have to be, but they're not going to be very effective.
Yeah. Anyways,
Paintball!
So
I
I
mean,
went
that was
with-
always the excuse they used in the X-Men films for Professor Xavier. The all the
No,
guards that
Magneto.
Magneto went.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
All right.
Yeah, so I went with metal detector and probability. So it's basically the Hafton's luck, where if I roll 1, I get to re-roll the 1 on an attack, ability check, or saving throw. But I have to take the new roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, alright, so that's that part. Now I need to do my mercenary. Let me put in the stats really. Sorry. So, who has high charisma? Or do we have, Wilco, you're going to have high charisma, right? So
fairly
you're,
high,
okay.
yeah.
I got issues. 14.
Yeah. So, okay, what are the stats that we're missing on them?
What? Oh,
Intelligence.
Okay, well, I'll take intelligence, I suppose, yeah.
intelligence and strength.
Okay. How are you going strength?
My intelligence is a 10, and that's the lowest.
Okay.
I'm good for everything.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
I rolled pretty well as
Roll
well.
stats. Yeah.
I got a 15, 15, 14, 14, 11, 9. So,
Mine's 14, 13, 18, 10, 13, 14.
18.
got an 18 there, nice.
Plus 2. Con.
That's true.
Roll 16.
Con!
You could say that, yes.
Hey,
Okay, so I'll go with strength being good, so I'm probably be melee, and my intelligence being good. Because even though I'm just a mercenary, well, pretty smart.
I mean, you have a gun, though, right?
That's an option. Either go with the pistol or the hand crossbow. Alright, so chainmail. Let's see, what did I say about chainmail?
16. Yeah, 16. Disadvantage stealth. Blocks RF.
The other notion is that at some point we would have, like, basically programmers that can attack nanobot users wirelessly. So if you're wearing something that defends against that, I have a Faraday cage on my body, pretty much.
To have modern day purposes for medieval armor and weapons. Not to mention the fact that when 9/10 of the population die, there's a whole bunch of now unused supplies, weapons, armor, food, whatever else has been abandoned because people have just collapsed into dust. It's like Thanos, but worse.
How important is starting spending money?
I suppose it depends on the campaign, whether you need to buy your own stuff or.
Well, no, like it says $10 and the helmet's $10. Having $0 in your pocket, are you going to violate any vagrancy laws here?
Not immediately. I mean, the idea of the Titan who's sponsoring you is that you have room and board, and a portion of what you're working for to pay off your debt to them pays for whatever other basic needs. Plus, in town time, it may be like a mission or two a month, and everything in between is you have a regular job that you're doing outside of their main missions.
It was like going back to your background, kind of?
Yeah, going back to your background to earn the regular wages.
So the soldier going back to being a soldier?
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah. And so during the next session, you may have earned another $10 or $20.
Which kind of taking away again from like Shadowrun. It's kind of notion of, okay, yeah, you're a group of mercenaries, Shadowrunners, that you have your day-to-day jobs, whether it be cashier or programmer or.
That's been an issue I've had with the old pre-gen D&D games. There's no downtime.
Yeah.
It's go do this, or the world dies. Wait a minute, don't I get a week off?
Well, that was kind of problem Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, oh, what was the last apocalypse we had? It's like the third one we've had in the last decade. How many apocalypse? How do you make a multiple apocalypse? Oh, I also know English, Spanish, German, and Russian.
Hey.
Well, being security guard, I know 2 languages, and being a bionic, I know 1 extra language.
Spend your money rather than have it. AC.
So you're talking all kinds of people.
Yes, interrogating them.
Like you do.
Like I do. Alright. So, martial weapon.
I really wish there was a skill under Constitution.
Yeah, that's true. We can certainly add that. We could do a thing with that, yeah. What that would be, though, I don't know.
No.
At the moment.
I think of some sort of endurance-based skill, because athletics is great, but there's a big difference from someone who can run all day in a marathon versus a short distance run.
Yeah.
One's going to be constitution, the other's going to be more strength, speed, agility, stuff like that.
Or like weightlifting. Obviously, that'd be more a constitution thing. I mean, it's partly strength. Yeah. Well, wait, strength to initially get it up there, but then just holding it there, though.
And like endurance or
Stamina? Kind of thing? I don't know.
but something along those lines.
Yeah. So it's one of the things we were trying to deal with because there aren't any cars or motor-powered vehicles in D&D, but yet a lot of the other games, especially in like Shadowrun, for example, they have separate stats for the cars that you combine with your initial roll in order to see whether you can navigate or maneuver a vehicle. But there's no real stat. There's no skill related to that, and there's no specific, like, theoretically it should be easier to navigate in a motorcycle than it is a big wheeler, you know? But there's no distinction between that, and there's no, like, automatic rules or stats on penalties for trying to make a difficult turn or doing any of that sort of stuff. So it's going to be important for the game.
Yeah.
And it's not a listed skill; it's just a proficiency. So you're just good at driving. So I can see for normal driving, but if you need to do something special, what would you roll for it? Would it be acrobatics?
I think Dex driving skill.
So you're proficient in dexterity and proficient
Or the proficiency with Dex, but
everything would just be dexterity saving throws at that point?
if you're proficient in the vehicle, you get your proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
So you're checked out on that vehicle, and then you add your Dex bonus no matter what. So, kind of like you do land vehicles and seacraft in D&D, but it's just not coming up that.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do a high-speed turn for donkey cart.
No.
If I was to do a chase,
Because there are rules for on-foot chases in the book, but it's like constantly dashing and then making an attack, but then if you're not dashing, they run really past you
right?
and may get away. But nobody really does that either. I mean, there's so many opportunities for those kind of action moments and sequences. Because normally you stand and fight, because you're brave and strong, not like, I stole something, I gotta run.
If you're playing as, a street urchin rogue, you're probably going to run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then the game pretty much encourages you to stand and fight and die.
On the other hand, though, if you're trying to chase out somebody who was a street urchin and you're a security guard, okay, you'd be chasing them. So that's where the chase would come in.
Nah, be corrupt, shoot me back.
If you miss them, yeah, then you go around the corner. Yeah.
They gone.
I was reading one of the things the Soviet police force would do is they used 32 caliber rounds, which are nothing, and someone's running away from them, they'll just shoot them and then walk up and get them.
I'm gonna go with the bark skin. That gives me a plus 13 AC plus.
Well, does it add your armor?
That would be replacing your
I
armor.
already replaced my armor. Yeah.
Yes.
Plus
I thought of going tough high, but the Guardian frame's like, nope, no reason.
Yeah.
But it does take quite a bit of time to get in and outside of your guardian frame, unless you're the firefighter.
Well, this says a shield's benefits apply.
Yeah, you still use a shield. It would just be not your leather armor that you'd be wearing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So drop the leather on.
Yeah, but the guy at the Saturday campaign chose the shrub, the tiny one.
Oh, yeah.
And so he uses the baby Groot.
And of course, they're running through a cornfield in order to try to hide around this farm. So, he had advantage on stealth checks and vegetation.
Now, it doesn't say there's any detriment to using dark skin.
True.
It doesn't slow you down or anything.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of you, yeah.
So we were supposed to investigate this farm, and as a former farmer, I had farmhands' clothes and tools, and so I just put them on and walked into the front door and just asked if I could help them.
Of what?
Well,
And then Dutch just walked in and started helping them, not
Maybe
remembering
use it at
that, oh
night,
yeah, hey, I'm supposed to be
but
spying
yeah,
on these guys, and
yeah,
they're laying it back,
yeah,
and my
yeah,
character's so
yeah.
dumb, he really
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about,
yeah,
and he
yeah,
just
yeah,
started
yeah,
working with
yeah,
them, and was like,
use
I
that
won't do
as
fake,
your
I am
method.
good,
Yeah.
this is
So, if you
Nice.
find better armor than your bark skin armor, you
Someone else, I had no
want to
idea
wear it.
where everyone else was
Yeah.
or what they were going through, and two of the guys just started killing guards. They snuck in, and they were about to kill some of the children, the people, because they thought, oh, these are terrible, horrible people, and they weren't hearing me talking to them.
They
saying,
found a whole bunch of beef in the fridge, and they're like, it's not beef, it's actually people. They're feeding people to these animals. They're turning them into weapons.
making the
giving them
worst
taste for
possible
humans.
assumptions. It's like, what's your alignment, guys? Because you're just like wanting to kill everybody without cause.
Is this your other
Standard murder hobo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is our example game on Saturday where I became a farmer at their farm and completely forgot about the fact that I was supposed to, because I was so dumb.
It wasn't Motel Hell.
No.
You were farming,
Oh yeah.
planting people.
Yeah, John, do you have to die with the crystal mints?
Oh, they're still downstairs.
Outstairs. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, they're tiny little Altoids, but you know, branded Dilithium crystals for the scouting.
We talking about kidding.
Oh.
Now, is there certain levels you can get another trait?
No,
Well, why not?
because you get two. The idea of the traits for each of these,
Yeah.
especially with like the brutes and stuff, you're choosing things that would relate to a certain type of animal,
Yeah.
and typically a combination of two would be like a wolf or a dog, you know, whatever else, you know, other type of mammal that
You know? Yeah.
you're working with. Lithium crystals,
Well, that's fun.
fresh from the warp car.
The warp.
If I can open this without popping it hard.
Hey, you didn't.
There we go.
How was it, folks?
Might want to add that first.
Oh, thank you, John, too. So later.
They're very potent.
Potables.
Yeah.
So, of course, staff and pistol. Odd combination now.
Yeah.
I went with defense for my fighting style. So, with my shield, and I'll have an AC of 19.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You did defense, is that what you said?
Yeah. Now, I suppose I could, since I still have $10 left, go with the helmet, like you said.
Right.
Now, does it make sense that even though it's only like +1, that's a proper balance for wearing a helmet, but you have disadvantage on perception checks?
What does that
Yeah,
do?
it definitely makes sense, and I'd say a helmet would also, if you have any character that has a knockout ability where they smack you.
Yeah. Do they have advantage on not being knocked out?
Right.
Yeah.
Or it gives disadvantage on like a sap attack.
There you go, yeah. So that we had, abilities of cold attacks, cold hits,
All shots. Yeah.
cold shots. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh yeah. Then you put in my proficiency and my skills. I forgot about that. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So what is the official rule on called shots anyways? Is it just a higher DC or a negative penalty or?
I was thinking. I thought it was like brought up a couple of times in Dice Camera Action, and that Chris Bergen said that there isn't really a call shot system in
No.
this.
In there.
No.
Yeah, and there was at 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which once you got to a certain level, it was called shot every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if you want called shots, you either take the fighter, where you get all the command abilities and things, where it's a disarm, or you take a rogue with a sneak attack.
The battle maneuvers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you take the feat. And that gives you the ability to do a called shot. It's a specific one.
Mhm.
I suppose that the alternative would be like if you like have a lowering of the attack, sort of great weapon master, right? Maybe
Right.
do -5 to my attack, do +10 damage.
Right, that makes sense.
You could possibly maybe try to claim to do the same with a cold shot, but then if you don't have either the fighter style or the feat in order to give it to you, it's an even greater loss. So it's like -10 to the attack.
You have to be
It's like
trained to
It's like
do
an
it.
amateur trying to do. It's like I can totally do this, guys.
I mean,
Like playing pool. Okay, I'm gonna make that shot. It's even less likely.
I looked at it as fighter, yes, he knows how to do the basic maneuvers.
Yeah.
But a full out where you're disarming or you're going to bypass armor, it takes even further training. And that's what's represented by the feats, the abilities.
There we go. Okay.
So, I know you were talking about a naturalist class
Yes.
and combining cleric with ranger.
Yeah.
What about more going towards the druid than cleric? And then, I mean, I feel like I really want a class in this that just does not want technology or tries to avoid it as much as possible.
Right.
Like they accepted like primitive technologies. If I can't make this out of rock and wood,
Right.
yeah, like Dark Sun, maybe.
You have a thing with shield on it? You can buy
Oh, the
buy a
armor one?
shield.
+2, cost 10, but he's about efficient with it.
Yeah, I think he is.
You have $10.
It was
Yeah, that's all I have, $10. I'll spend my $10 on a shield.
no, just light armor.
Oh,
You're not proficient in shields.
but it said, well, it sort of implies. that
Well, this
because-
one is that it's assuming that you have a class that you are proficient in.
Oh. Assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
sometimes
It's
aren't.
flexible,
So
yeah.
If you're not, then yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's not giving you proficiency.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
saying that if you
Yeah, I want
have
proficiency.
proficiency.
Look,
Can I buy proficiency?
no.
Oh. Well, you can in the real world.
You can theoretically pay the money to be trained in that, but again, you're level 1, so you
You
don't
have
have the money.
$10. You do not have the money.
Oh, all right. What does it add to your AC anyway? Or
2.
2. That'd bring me up to 17. But no. All right.
Do you think we should bother with the distribution, like showing down here with treasures, of how I changed it from, copper, silver, gold, electrum, gold, platinum, whatever I said, to the penny, nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars.
No, I don't want to
Yeah.
track change.
But the thing is, like, it's also going to be physical change that you're getting theoretically.
Just keep it simple.
But-
So,
Copper, silver, and gold. Just keep it simple.
what is
Throw
the
money out.
economic basis? Is it U.S. currency? Is it the
Pounds
city
and
states that
pence.
have currency? That would be my question.
I would think it'd be more like most nations have coins as their currency in general, whether
Okay.
it be the big bills, like you got like a $1, $5, $10 Mexican coin, pesos, but it sums down to
Let me ask this. Assuming with all the English United States based,
yeah,
does the United States exist?
not really as an official government anymore. It's American companies that exist.
Is it like Ohio, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, one general area? I do currency where it's from, and you have an exchange rate.
Yeah.
People are going to rip you off.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the money from that area, it could be problematic.
Well, it's like Legion dollars and NCR dollars, stuff that they have in Fallout. You have like
Right.
bottle caps, but that was also in different regional. But there's not really like any printing precedent. People aren't really printing more legal tender documents, money. So like they find whatever coins or anything that has gold or silver or value in it still. And
See, one of the things through civilization, the ability to mint money and then hack it up has always been to the head of the government, and certain areas were valued more because they were more honest. So if you had a place that replaced all their silver pennies with copper, that the king says, yeah, it's worth it, and all the countries like, I ain't taking that.
yeah. Well, it's like Bitcoin has really jumped up in the generation since then, and so big corporations will distribute large sums of money digitally. And so you'd have like a cred stick or a USB stick full of Bitcoins if you want like larger sums, like especially Titans would have that kind of thing.
Right.
But for people just day-to-day stuff, they'll have like dollar coins. Like,
So I think electronic credits would be a great one.
yeah.
I wouldn't try calling it Bitcoin.
No.
We had like the notion of Bytecoin, a coin you can bite, and then a Bitcoin it is digital. I try to look up like, oh, is there anybody we can communicate with to see if we can get the rights to add this to our game? I couldn't find
You
anything.
could just do crypto credits.
True, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then have some sort of hard currency, whether it be silver, gold, or whatever's the thing. And then maybe take a bit out of Starfinder with the nanobots. 1cc nanobots. Worth this much.
Or big Dogecoin. Wow, much money, such cash.
But like, if you did the crypto credits, if you're out middle of Appalachia, no one's going to be taking them. They won't even have electricity to take them.
Yeah.
So you're rich as hell get, but you can't buy it in.
Exactly.
So you want to make it throw in a little of that feeling. Whereas the nanobots, they might be like, oh, it's more valuable than anything. And you could even have this is a suggested GM mess with your players chart. Oh, you're in the rural area. Those things they won't even accept, but this they'll take.
Yeah. I was thinking like in a world where they have these like mechabots that can manipulate the structures of metals and all, that really they're just looking for the raw material. So like a coin, well, okay, that coin could be worth 5 cents because it says 5 cents on it, but it could also be made into a bullet. It could be made into part of another kind of a machine because it's just raw material, and that's what that small amount is worth. That raw material's worth.
And I'm just trying to think. I always liked when you got into that. Is this really worth it in this area? Shadowrun does a lot with corpse scripts and things like that. And there's a couple others.
Yeah.
It
But
makes you diversify how you take payment.
You'd want to, yeah.
And of course, if I was paying a particular group, I'd pay them only in corpse script. If they can only use it in my company, so they're reliant on my company.
There's that, yes. essentially coupons.
Well, in terms of anything, especially with the initial debt, until they get to level 10 or whatever else we determine would be the cutoff point in terms of you paid off your treatment. Pretty much anything you take, especially if you've damaged whatever company property they provided, any weapons or vehicles, then that is taken out of whatever you're supposed to be paid for this, and even then, the rest of it goes toward your paying your debt, and so you really don't make anything beyond your secondary job every week or every other week or whatever to supplement.
So your secondary job is just basically this is your
working income.
life, and
This is your livelihood.
It doesn't produce more money than you need.
Yeah.
I think a mechanic where you actually have debt on here, and you can, at the end of every game, you've reduced it by this. But you damaged this person died, and here's all your penalties.
Yeah.
So
you're
your
now 250 credits more in debt than you started this.
So your corporation the corporation you work for now has to pay for all those repairs, pay the severance pay of that employee that died.
Yeah.
But if you secured this mega item, hey look, I got some of my debt off.
Yeah. And you're able to keep the gear of the people that you killed in order to get to that mega item.
Yeah.
You sell that on the market.
A lot of GMs and players wouldn't want that kind of specific hanging over their head, those numbers. That's why I thought maybe a level thing being easier in terms of how long you're going to work together, at least outside of game, to determine before you really want to stay together and keep working as a group, independent of the company that sponsored you or not.
So I guess, though, if you go straight up to level 10 and that's flat, if I discover something big, uber awesome that I want to relieve my debt, how do I do it? We secretly on a mission managed to take over this whole thing, and we brought back a tank. This has to be worth something.
Well, I mean, there could be multiple options, just like there are for leveling up in the first place. If it's milestones,
Right.
you could choose that instead. You made it.
But like, hey, congratulations, this has taken 5 years off your 200-year indenture.
But also, like I pointed out, there might be people who are actually born in these stats, these races, and they didn't have to go to the hospital. Yeah, they were born with it automatically, and so they need to be cured. They're already, their parents, gave them this cure, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So they wouldn't necessarily have the debt for themselves. They simply are seeing their present, background jobs and saying, you know what, I can do better. I'm going to try to, work with a group I've just encountered. Maybe there's a help wanted, adventuring party. 5 needed. Definitely need a healer.
Look into the voluntary gladiators. Read up on what they did and how they basically swore 2 years of service to the Ludus, and they fought so many and they got so much in reward.
Yeah.
Like the hardest race of all, I guess, is the Blight, because they are especially taking the appearance of dead people. Because the only way they are able to be changelings is because they're able to process the bodies that had been scanned before they were disintegrated by the decay bots. The fact that they still have the decay bots within them and are able to use that to change their appearance, their identity, on a whim, can make them outlawed, shunned, and even dangerous to other people, because they are still, for all intents and purposes, infected.
And our original notion for them was that every time they die, they'll come back, and they would have a new background with new, information, new languages. They would have a different kind of appearance.
But then we give them too many times and basically encourage them to die over and over again to do that.
Kill me,
Like, no,
kill me,
no.
kill me again, kill me again, kill me
So they
again.
change it so that they
that.
are just a changeling, so they still have just one life, but they are really good at disguising and acting and being more of they would probably be the entertainer.
Oh?
Because you typically link a particular race with a particular class, saying that these are like the best possible combination.
Mm-hmm.
You can do anything else you want, but if you want like min-maxing your stats,
If the half elf, because of +2 charisma, they would be the bard, whereas a half orc would want to be a barbarian.
mm-hmm.
So let's see. I didn't see anything.
But that the idea that
Initiative.
someone could walk into a city and someone would recognize them
You know what?
as being
right,
a loved one
Wait a
that died
minute,
long
no,
ago.
speak
It's
right
like,
here.
no, you can't
let's
be here.
speak. Sorry.
Let's speak.
You know what? I forgot to copy in speed.
Speed.
I mean,
have
the
no
standard
speed.
speed is 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
You got it on brute? Or are you looking on the character sheet?
On this botanics, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess particular ones he did not copy.
Did I not?
No. But also the hard part of Blight is that one of the players automatically want to be genderless. And so it's like, I guess for a time when your body is transitioning, if you want to switch from being a male to a female body, you can do that. But a lot of rules of a previous changeling said if you're a female and pregnant, you had to stay a female because anything else would not be able to hold the baby.
Right.
We had forgot to put that in there, but it's like, well, the hard part with this new gender-neutral society, people wanting to change genders or be genderless or be gender fluid, people would focus to that class, that race, and be like, put this thing that we don't intend to be there.
Yep.
What about initiative? Did you roll for it?
That would be your dexterity modifier.
Oh, what?
That's it.
Has it really been so long since you created a character?
It has, obviously.
Forever.
Yeah.
And then,
Well, normally we create it for him and just put it in front of him. So
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
him actually creating a character, yeah, I don't think he's done that very often. So I mean, I like the concept of the Blight, especially the racism related to it. People treating them poorly, people disassociating with them, but the way that people could take it, I don't know how exactly to describe it beyond just saying if you start as a male Blight, you should probably stay as one, because a lot of things would be difficult to do because men and women walk differently, they act differently, they speak differently, and it doesn't change your voice, it doesn't change your memories, it just changes your appearance. So it'd be harder for a man to imitate a woman.
Well, it would change the voice though, because it would
Change
it's
the
changing your
diaphragm,
physiology
yeah,
of
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So
So yeah, it would change to that point, I suppose. But would you necessarily have the voice of the dead person exactly?
yeah, I mean
Well,
that's
this
the
is
side
changing
problem.
height,
Yeah.
which means it's changing bone structure.
Yeah.
And changing musculature and
Within it, to a certain extent, yes. But obviously, you're not going to change it so much that you're becoming a short or a large creature. You know, you can be small or large. You know, you're still medium.
it is a more restriction than what the standard changeling is, and at least in the Unearthed Dracana for the most recent D&D 5th edition for Unearthed Dracana. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of people question, it's like, well, what's really the benefit of being a Terran or even a Blight for that matter when there are so many options with Brute, Bionic, and Botanic, all these different class features and stuff. Why would you want to be something normal?
Because it's normal. It doesn't really have any necessarily stereotypes to it. Like for the bionic, you would assume okay they're smart. They're going to go into one of the programmer or mechanic classes. They're going to you're going to assume they're going to have trouble with emotions.
Also, the part of each of these races having the distinctions between each other, as much as obviously there are more races and more classes in D&D and many other RPGs as well. But to have these be distinctive and unique enough that people would want to choose the entire variety if possible. But they all have their strengths and weaknesses. They all have their place, so to speak. Okay. But the Titans would probably be the least likely one to play, just because most Titans are the quest givers, and the ones that have lost their money can't really claim themselves to be Titans anymore because they can't afford.
Well, they're still cloned bodies.
Some bodies, yeah. But when that gets infected or whatever, there's nothing they can do about it because they can't afford it.
I suppose they can have new clone bodies added and then add another year to their payment. Yeah.
whether even saying a year of service is enough appropriate for everybody, because obviously it would be a lot cheaper for the Terran's radiation therapy. Should that just be 6 months?
Right.
But then if you have people getting different times of treatments, then some people in the party are getting done earlier than others.
Is that so bad? I mean, you can still adventure, but maybe you got a side job now that you don't care that you can make more money.
Well, that's why we made the claim, though, that even if one of your allies gets killed, you're still going to have to pay off their debt because all their debt is grouped together.
Yeah. But it's not exactly fair for the Terran to have to pay as much as the Titan for a new body, because there's a completely different value.
Right.
Financially speaking, yeah, but then, again, socially speaking, they are relatively more accepted. And they are more accepting of others. Titans are the racists. And like in our example game, I basically made the point that the Titan that hired them, that paid for their debt initially, said that, okay, I want you to go, explore this farm. We think they're going to be making these weaponized animals. And then when they came back, it said, no, they're not being weaponized. They're just being a refuge for all these dangerous animals, how to try to domesticate them in some way. And he said, I don't care what it is that they're trying to do. I want you to go there to destroy them. They're abominations. And anybody who's working for them is abominations. So I was being polite earlier, and now I'm not. I'm your boss. Go do the job.
You're a mean boss. I don't work for you anymore.
Yes. So then the Titan actually running the farm said, I could pay for your debt. It's going to be difficult because I've already been doing that a couple times now. But I can, try to do this time, and I can work. You can work for me instead, and I can do on you. I can give you these better jobs. Yeah. You're still going to have to work the same amount, but I'm not going to have you killing people. I'm going to have you saving animals.
But 2 of them wanted to go along with it, and the rest of the party is like, no. These are good people, and they're like, no, kill everyone. We gotta work on our main boss.
See, what kind of evil people do you have playing this game?
So
it got dark.
maybe make the Titans a non-traditional character class, and it's tucked away in the DM's guide, only if the Game Master lets you.
Yeah. I suppose we could phrase it like the Drow, maybe? Yeah, I know in the D&D books that
there are playable versions of them, but it's very rare. Only GM's discretion.
Yeah, GM's ask your GM if you can play as a Drow, because an adventuring Drow doesn't happen often. They usually stay in the underground, and if they ever do surface, it's with other Drow coming to kill you.
Like eventual books include like playable monsters as well, if you want to have like a fun campaign aside thing that doesn't really matter as much.
Like a goblin or a hobgoblin or whatever. Yeah.
How are you doing?
Well,
he's redoing the tape. Okay. And he doesn't have more tape with him right now, so he's trying to reuse the tape. That's of course untaping it loosens the tape. So
yes, being the purpose of the tape.
Yeah.
Do you have tape behind you? I forget. Or we might have actually used the tape
we
already.
We moved it elsewhere.
Okay. We need to get more work supplies, even though we got loads of them from the print shop.
We don't know where we put them.
That's true.
We have them somewhere. Yeah. It's like every time we lose a screwdriver, it's like, where's the Phillips? Where's the flathead? I don't know. We had like 3 or 4 of them. We keep buying these multi-sets, and then we put them somewhere, and it's like,
Yeah. Well, I used to have a soldering kit. I had no idea what happened to it.
I got a few of those.
Yeah.
My kids are like, oh, Daddy's toolbox.
You have a pegboard. Put things on it. You have a drawer.
Yeah. You'd have to find it to be able to put it in the first place, though.
Or just invest in enough screwdrivers, one for every run.
There you go.
That works too, yeah. Okay.
Leave this one here. Anytime we need to open
So
something
anyway,
while we're here.
See how badly I messed it up.
Or, as an alternate, you put those little Bluetooth trackers on one that make a chime sound so you have a sonic screwdriver.
God, I can't afford Bluetooth trackers.
Yeah.
Screwdriver. It makes a sound. It's sonic.
You know French? That's good. I don't know French, so that's fine.
Yeah.
You have a zither.
Zither. Yeah.
Zither, yeah.
I did.
It is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it a percussion string?
I can't remember exactly.
2 of our players on the Saturday group are Colombians, so they are actually bilingual. So they're able to put English and Spanish. Like, well, they do know English and Spanish. They are natively bilingual.
Okay. And I know plant.
Well, you can speak
I can
to
talk
plant.
to the trees.
It's just like he can speak to animals, but they can't necessarily understand what they're saying. You can't necessarily understand what the plant is saying. You can express.
I speak to machines to a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a plucked instrument, but it also has a fretboard.
Plucked. Okay. Yeah. I forget what it looks like. It's not real huge.
Yeah, it is.
It is? Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah.
It's a lap
vinyl
instrument.
tables,
Yeah, a lap instrument.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe I can play those bass notes on it. It says D note. Like those bass notes.
Just carry a bass with you instead. Hey guys, wait up! I'm adventuring. This was my brother. I had to.
Okay.
Well, like the other group on Team 4-Star, they have the D&D show where one of them is a bard and he has a recorder.
Oh,
So it's like, what did every child get in elementary school? A recorder playing Hot
Hot
Cross
Cross
Buns.
Buns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You at least have that.
My daughter's getting that this year.
Yeah. Okay.
Still have mine.
It used to be
Wow.
mine.
You even have the container for it.
Yep.
My name was scratched out on it, I think, right? On the recorder itself. We had to etch it in there.
Yes. Scratched out and says David's on it.
You could be a Pied Piper now.
Yeah.
Ooh, that way you could be a character, a Pied Piper. Anyway.
Cut that off. Who knows where it's been?
Hopefully you know.
It's been in here this whole time, all these years. You're like, don't lose it. It's expensive.
I don't think we're that. That's a nice looking one.
Yeah. It's so maintained, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I think Dad wants to play something.
Well, I mean, we've been
Do we
sitting
now?
here.
We have been sitting here discussing.
Making up the characters.
Well, I mean, part of this is just narrowing down things, especially once we get into the programmer and the engineer, trying to figure out the mechanical and software side of how translating a sorcerer or a wizard spells and things into the abilities of technology. The flavor text of explaining it. There's a lot of things we can't carry over, like resurrection. That's not a thing.
Well, wait a minute. You got something on me? I can do a sort of a resurrection. That doesn't really resurrect. It's animating spores.
Yeah.
I can animate dead bodies.
Yeah, that's really just taking them over with nano machines, and they're not themselves. They're just like
It's basically the
Zombies
nanobots
or-
inside them
They're
moving their body
zombies,
around.
yeah.
yeah.
They obey me. That's good enough. And they last up to 3 days or something. No, 1d4 weeks. Plus 1 week.
So it's animate dead at the racial level?
Yeah.
Well, but it
I
only
turned into a
lasts
plan.
for like 1d4 weeks, and you can only do one at a time, and you can't do it more than once on that same creature. Once it's gone, it's gone.
So you're basically expending your own nanobots in order to operate it.
It's basically an animal companion.
Does it have a size limit?
It's a quarter range or half range or less creature.
What's the description actually say?
Like the largest thing you can do is a bear.
Once per day.
Once.
Half or lower. Challenge rating of half or lower. Within 5 feet, release.
And then you had to find one in the wild, dead, to bring it back. And then it would only last a certain amount of
Or
time.
just kill a small child.
Beast.
Beast.
It says beast.
Not
I
humanoid.
say beast.
Yeah, not humanoid.
All right. Anyway. So with
You're more likely to find a rat. You make an inflatable rat.
And honestly, when it deflates, it sets on a poisonous gas. Yes.
Deflate a mouse. Okay. Deflate a rat. Yeah.
How many phones do you have?
2.
Okay. Work phone and home phone?
Yep.
Wow.
New position, 24/7 on call.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I have to keep an eye on work emails when I'm out of work.
That would be awful.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what they expect, how they expect you to respond to it.
Well, it's like we have a friend that works in heating and air conditioner and stuff, and he's constantly on call in case somebody needs theirs repaired. And so you never know when he has to just leave a social event or something. It's like, God, you gotta go.
I mean, The emails, it's keep an eye on, be knowledgeable of, understand what's going on most days, even on the weekends. You might get a message about something. It's not check this every hour, but I just have a tendency.
Well, it's like our managers at work have this, they have to provide their own cell phone numbers. They don't get work phone numbers. They have to provide their own personal cell phone numbers in order to be a part of the group chat. And so every message that's sent amongst the managers in this group chat gets seen by everybody else, and so they have to keep track of that and make sure all these different rules or regulation or whatever is being not followed.
Janine mentioned that numerous times, yeah.
Yeah, it's just... It shouldn't be part of their personal phone numbers. That's just invasion of privacy at that point.
I mean, it then lets you write your phone off as a tax break.
You already own your phone, though, so...
They don't include that because McDonald's, they don't care.
No. You could file your phone bill as part of your...
Oh, your phone bill.
Oh, yeah, you could.
And if you buy a phone, it could be a business expense.
Mm-hmm.
We may be able to remind Janine of this. Potentially.
It's kind of complicated, but
Yeah, you gotta figure out what percentage
Yeah,
of...
like how much... Okay, I get an extra $3! Was that worth all the paperwork?
Yeah, I don't think so. Personally.
Having to claim every message or every phone call that's related to work through your home phone.
And it's not that detailed, it wants a percentage.
Yeah.
So if you never use your phone for personal, well, it's 100%. I'd probably do it about 50 and just say, yeah, that seems right.
Sure, yeah. I'm double checking my email, therefore I'm using it for work.
When Liv was using our house for home daycare, that was a pain in the taxes. What percentage of your house is used for this? Okay, this room, what's the square foot? What percentage of your electricity bill is used for this? What percentage?
What lights are on in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Calculating. You're better off taking the standard deduction. Go away.
So it says I have a routine thing. If I play a song or something.
Yeah, we haven't actually established which one's carried
The
over.
phrasing of that, yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have spells yet.
How to reduce my intended purposes. Yes.
You still have regular attacks, and you have special abilities. These ones that are listed off at first level and stuff that you can carry over.
Yeah.
But in terms of specific things, a spell list, a routine list.
The call to action, that's not a bonus thing. It is a bonus action.
It's a rephrasing of the bardic inspiration.
So you can do that as a bonus action to give a 1d6.
So I could do an attack and also do this
Yes.
for someone else.
Yes.
Okay, that's very handy.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
We're also open to renaming that instead of bardic inspiration or call to action die.
Well, die.
Well, I mean the die that you use starts out as a d6.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is not a good roll.
So I should have a D6 handy.
Well, you have a d6.
Oh no, I don't want to use my green D6. It has to be a different.
Special d6.
You've
You've got a bunch of other D6.
You're giving it to other people, so they roll their own d6 when they want to use it.
Oh, okay. They roll their own. All right. So that's fine.
And if you're giving it to yourself,
Yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't say specifically say it
I
has to be
can't roll.
it has
somebody
to be
else.
somebody else. It has to be somebody you can't give it to yourself.
No.
Only in Critical Role did Matt Mercer permit Scanlan Shorthold, played by.
Nobody cares. John, move on.
Okay.
Anyways, that he was so charismatic he could do it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what they did in Pathfinder, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I suppose you want to play something now.
Yeah, sure. You got a scenario?
Kind of. You want to choose minis for your guys?
Sure.
Unless you want to go with the same ones you got over here. You've got a lizard guy, a metal guy.
Well,
and
a lot of
a
those guys
ball
are just supposed to be monsters. I mean,
I don't know, you got a guy that looks like he's practically in power armor over here.
yeah, but I'm not power armor. Oh yeah,
Okay.
He is.
he is my power armor. Yeah.
Do you have a wooded guy that looks like a tree?
Yeah, actually.
I figured you
Well,
did.
yeah, a small guy looking like a tree.
He's over here.
No, not to be real big.
Where'd you put them, John? I thought you left all of
I put them all back in the container.
in the bin here.
No,
or
not in the bin, in my wooden container.
They're all in here.
Yeah, I put them all.
Okay, I'll find them. Here.
Okay.
That's what he shows for the little. You're not being little, though.
No,
It is a
I'm
tiny
not being
creature.
little. Yeah.
But still, that's whatever.
What do you have?
You're gonna be that guy?
That guy.
The orc, big orc creatures?
Which makes me think of a orc or something like that.
Yes.
This thing. I'd try it.
You gonna choose a different plant guy, Dad?
Yeah, it's female.
Female.
You can't see on the board.
No, you can't see it.
I mean, you were getting into those one.
Yeah, besides, it's got leaves all over it.
That's a dryad.
Dryad, yeah, dryad.
Yes.
What the heck's a dryad?
Plant lady that kills people.
As opposed to wet ad. Okay.
Here you go. Sword and shield. Or actually, those are yours. Whatever.
Crusader knight.
Oh, you
Looks
found
more like a good guardian should be, but whatever. You're a pig. You're an animal anyway.
Yes.
So, yeah.
a pig. Who you going?
Well, what do you have a certain animal that you chose?
I like that. The piggish warthog,
Well, which two abilities did you go with?
pack tactics, and long strike.
You're a fast pig.
Fast pig.
It sounds more like wolf, but whatever.
Warthog.
Okay.
And it allows you to go with that'll do pig.
That'll do.
That'll do. So you're sitting in a moving, mostly moving compartment. You can feel like the wheels and the bouncing of whatever is moving,
We're
but
just waking
it's
up.
like pitch black. You're
The
sitting
train.
down.
The train.
You're sitting down. You feel there's like leather straps holding you to the walls securely, so you don't like slide around and.
Or be clothes.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
Well,
yeah, you're
I got
close,
my
but
layers on.
unless you have what's dark vision in this game, you're not seeing anything.
Do I have dark vision?
Did you choose dark vision?
Well, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, I'm not
Those
sure
are a
if that was
choice.
one of the options.
Is it an option?
It is.
I forget if it was
it's a,
for the plants.
Well,
it's
I
a
don't
race
see it.
option for some of them, but if you didn't pick it, you can't see
I don't
anything
see
right
it.
now.
Where is-
We would have tremor sense. That would be a thing
No,
if you
no.
chose it, but you didn't choose it.
No, I
So
didn't see it.
again, the whole notion is that you are still like 80% human. It's just
Yeah.
that the 20% of you has been modified with plants or animal or machine. So it was
Okay.
more of the aesthetic. You can
Yeah.
have a couple of side abilities.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went with metal detector. So are there any precious metals around us?
You see or at least you feel the presence of two very large cubes of metal in front of you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I don't actually know what types of metals they are. I just know that there was precious metal. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would like to break from my bonds.
Okay. You open it up. And
I
you
like to
kind
get
of start.
dice.
You kind of start to. You still don't see anything yet.
And do I need to do a string check or anything to break my bonds?
No, it's just like leather straps, and you have like you open it up like a seatbelt kind of thing. There's a click.
I want to just precious acid.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I take it we're on our way to a mission?
Yes.
Okay.
I get up. I feel my way around. I feel somebody
Hey.
else.
Watch out where you're putting it.
So a set of LEDs appear, at least light up, kind of dim light, along the edges of the outer of this compartment that you're in. And so you can now see very large
And in charge.
and in charge trailer,
Okay.
and you're against the edges, and in the middle there's like big old cubes of metal. And underneath them, it looks like a dark, metallic, conveyor belt. So like something to load them in and off the truck.
Oh.
Easily. So it like attaches and then like conveys it up and down the ramp. So there's like this
As a conveyor belt would.
as a conveyor belt would. And so there's a door. There's like 2 levers. One that's labeled D, and the other one that's labeled R. And they're both pointing inward. And there's also an intercom, like a little speaker grill and a button on this against this wall.
Drive and reverse? Not just lever, though.
They're levers. Why don't you make a
Technology check?
technology check? Yeah.
Alright. That's going to be a 17.
One of them would open the door, and the other one would lower the ramp.
Door and ramp! That was going to be my second check.
I'll go up to the intercom.
Okay, you hear a little static as you approach it.
Press the talk button. Are we there yet?
No, sir. We've got about another 4 hours left.
Back to my seat.
So this is an interesting mission. Do we,
Role play. 4 hours.
do we know what's in these crates?
They're just giant metallic boxes.
We haven't been informed what we're transporting.
You want to ask?
Well, I mean, we haven't already been told. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. You're waking up groggily. You've been like sleeping and guarding these kind of things within this compartment the entire
Sleeping
time.
and guarding are 2 different things, but anyways, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, in terms of resting, because you're just overnight,
Okay.
a long journey. You remember you were paid by a group of Terrans to transport safely this large collection of steel and iron and various just like
Raw material.
raw material to a bionic base, a bionic group, in exchange for to be processed into weapons and equipment and technology that they would need back at their base.
So they keep a portion of it, and in
Mhm.
return, they convert some of it back
Yeah.
to weapons and bring it
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
So there's probably like, steel girders that were taken from buildings, just melted, put in here.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say buckle in. I feel like it might be important to be buckled.
How can I feel how fast we're going? I don't know what kind of a check that would be.
Hey, just perception.
All right. 7.
It's pretty fast. You're not sure exactly how fast, but probably on the highway at least.
Wait, are we in a train or are we on a truck?
You're on a truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
truck with a
trailer.
trailer in the back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are there any holes? I mean,
Windows?
where light is coming in?
No, just the LEDs on the top corner
Okay,
that
so-
are actually just illuminating this immediate area. And dim enough, and they're kind of like slowly growing instead of being sudden bright lights because you've been in pitch darkness for many, many hours.
There's no crack under the door or something?
No, it seems to be sealed shut.
It seemed like these were really heavy enough that they wouldn't fall out if, say, the back door were to be accidentally opened and we were having to shoot at somebody behind us. And depending on the speed
You
that we're
can tell.
traveling
You
at,
can tell the entire thing is a magnetic ramp that they would
Okay.
be able to push it up onto the edge, and that it would just carry it up and clamp onto it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if the power were to go out, yeah, the engine's still going.
Well, you're going to push
Just
it
throwing
and get
things out there.
somebody behind us and could crush, they'd run into a giant block of metal?
Well, we don't want to lose the
That's
goods.
amazing.
We don't want to lose the goods.
The goods, it's just a giant block of metal. I mean, if it was your life for the
It's
goods, I think
somebody
you'd
else's
give the
block of
goods.
metal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyway. So there's no markings or anything indicating what kind of metal?
It looks like the outer edge of it is like one type. There might be multiple layers within layers because the way. Why don't you do a culture check for me?
Culture.
We
Yeah.
got no culture. Oh, let's see. What is that? 16 plus, I guess 0.
Yeah.
16.
You know that bionics love symmetry and perfection, and so the idea is that this is like, as much as the Terrans could possibly form it into an even layered cube, so that the outer layer is solid steel, there may be inner layers inside of it. The idea that it looks solid, symmetrical, and evenly shaped, so that it appeals to the bionic senses.
Yeah.
You know, because if it just look like misshapen or multicolored, I mean, no, everything must be pure and
Well,
logical and
organized.
organized.
Yeah.
Organized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
They're probably Vulcans. Yeah.
Very logical.
So I enjoy the appearance of it myself. It's like, oh yes, it's
Okay.
fine metal here.
Time passes.
Yes.
We're there.
No.
Where
no,
are we?
No. Still in a row. Maybe about half an hour in. You why don't you make perception checks as you're basically trying to hear over the roar of the engine inside the vehicle you're in.
23.
Okay.
There you go.
6.
16.
Okay, you two both hear, especially him, hear the sound. He specifically hears the sound of like 3 motorcycles like revving up beyond all of the other cars that might be outside. They're clearly booking it to get near you.
I'm nosy. Did you factor your helmet?
I'm not wearing a helmet. I didn't buy it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's over $10.
Suddenly you see 3 pockmarks, like bullets trying to penetrate the back door. Just like
Well, we hear it.
Gentlemen, we
you
have
hear
company.
it, and you see these sudden like dimples, like you know.
So you take your bionic arm, you punch a hole through. Then we got a place.
Then you hear over the intercoms like, "Looks like we've got some interruptions. Why don't you pull the lever there, or push the lever on the door, and give our new friends a warm welcome, eh?"
Open the door, huh?
Aye, aye.
Okay, I go back toward the intercom because I don't have any weapons
Mm-hmm.
that are any good at this, and then I strap myself
You
in.
can throw a dagger, but yeah.
Well, but then,
But there are like multiple sets of straps.
yes,
and
I
stuff.
strap myself in.
I approach the door lever then,
Okay.
and I look at you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll go to the
All
door.
right. You approach
Okay.
the door as well.
All right.
The other
So
side.
the door
He
raises.
approaches it- yeah.
Okay. The
I raise the door.
raises up, and only to the point of about 80% because the pockmarks keep it from going all the
Bending
way
the
up.
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to fix that later.
Well, you may not have wanted to raise it all the way up. You just want to raise it up so you can see.
Well, I mean, it's going to be
The
raised.
door just goes all the way up or all the way down. It's
Oh.
pretty much, there's no like in between setting.
Darn.
Yeah.
That would bring it forward. All right. And
Anyways, you see, it's about like 4 or 5 a.m., so it's still pitch dark outside except for these street lamps and a couple of other cars that you see on motorcycles.
the motorcycles have their lights on, I presume.
They had very dim lights, but yeah, there's like 2 of them directly, and one of them looks like it's trying
Shoot
to
out their
go
lights.
around the front of the vehicle. And so you've got like, obviously a very large area of and so it's like solid black motorcycles with little headlights and solid black helmets and gears. Everything looks like it's trying to blend in as much as possible with the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
As these vehicles are just having guns raised, and it looks like they've even, if you want to make a technology check as you're looking at these,
Yes.
Mhm.
19.
all these motorcycles seem to have some sort of autopilot feature. So like once they've set it on speed and direction they want it to go, they can actually let go, cruise control kind of thing, and they're able to keep focus on their weapons as they're pointing, and trying to point at you guys. So let's roll for initiative.
I express all this to him.
3. I'm not.
He's got to look at the monster.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Maybe not that one. I was thinking that one.
I mean, I had a list over here of
Yeah, I know. I was trying to look up something.
underneath the character sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably better. Okay. Go with that. Alright, so, do you have names for your characters? Or is...
No.
Why don't we
Yeah,
decide
I
what
do.
your...
Yeah.
Sage.
Yeah.
Sage,
Alfred.
Alfred, and
TSR 8.
TSR 8.
TRX. Radio Shack.
TSR was the company that had D&D.
Yeah.
Before which is best.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
8 just because.
Mm-hmm.
You can just call me 8.
Okay. So don't call him late for dinner. So, Sage.
Yes.
Initiative.
3.
3.
I didn't want to fight anyway.
8.
10.
10. Alfred.
5.
5. The enemies go first.
Yeah.
So let's see. You can have the stats for it's over here too.
Ah, you got it there.
There you go. Okay.
Weapons here. Oh yeah. Need that. Those aren't in this character sheet. So, one of them is going to point at Alfred and fire a shot. Let's see. I assume a 13 misses.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it just like, just kind of bounces against one of the sides of the wall. Just kind of lands into the end here. Okay. Another one's going to try to shoot at 8.
Yeah, he does.
And that's going to miss. Kind of the same thing happens, just bounces a couple of times within the metal walls and makes more pock marks around, so it's kind of like...
He's going kind of against us.
The third one is going to rev up his engine and make an acrobatics check to try to jump towards the lever here.
A lever?
Yes.
Somebody's got to stop him. It's going to be a high acrobatics check. That's a tough thing to do.
He passes. He's going to make a strength check to pull the lever toward him.
I gather you've already made your blueberries? Blue raspberries?
I'm making blueberries.
Okay.
Yes.
So he basically abandons his motorcycle. It just kind of just rides on its own from behind as it's autopiloted. But he's able to grab on and pull it, and at the end of his turn, the ramp starts going down.
Okay.
So
Sparking. And
yes,
So is he hanging off the back end by the thing?
this lever is hot here, and he's like slipped off of it and hanging off of here.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's clinging to that.
You
And-
gotta close the doors because it smashes them.
So 8's turn. By this point, the lever, the actual ramp has gone down and started making skid marks and along the road because the pavement is supposed to be on flat and the vehicle's not supposed to be moving when this thing is open. And it's like, psh, and so these guys are kind of,
it's going to be kind of
conveniently
against us again.
against us. So it's like sparks flying as these guys are just out of the way of them as the whole thing's just kind of harder to control. And so you hear over the intercom, "What's going on back there?" And you see the conveyor belt slowly starts to move.
Because it's already programmed to...
Yeah, to start letting off the payload because it hasn't moved yet, but that's just... What do you want to do?
Well, he's not holding onto the handle anymore.
No,
he's just
no.
holding
Holding
onto
onto
the
the
side.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will shoot at him with my pistol.
Okay.
It's going to be 21 to hit.
That hits.
Thank you. That's going to be 7 piercing damage.
Okay. You managed to knock off his helmet as well, which shows his entire head looks like T-1000. He's entirely cybernetic.
Okay.
He kind of turns and...
So what we're deciding is being like the steel folk then.
Yeah, steel
Or
king.
steel king, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally steel king. And presuming that all the rest of them are the same way.
The idea as the monsters was that their mechabots were able to enter into machines and gave them sentience. So they want this metal more than bionics do, apparently. Okay. Can I use a bonus action to pull the lever down? Where is he hanging? Is he actually hanging from the inside of it or from the outside? Would closing the door be helpful?
think if you close the door, it would automatically shut off the conveyor belt.
No, it's like if you try to move the door, it won't do it because the ramp's open.
Yes, there you
It's
go.
stuck. It stops itself
That
because the
makes
ramp is
sense.
open. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I hate logic.
So then you have
Anyways,
to run over there and get the lever.
when I'm pounding, I had to love logic.
How fast are these things going to move? I assume we saw them loaded.
It moves about like 1 square.
Okay.
Per turn. Per round. So.
That's why I asked about this before. So okay.
Per round, yeah. 1 square per round, yeah.
So we got 3 rounds?
Yeah, you got about 3 rounds before it starts falling out.
Okay. Cool.
So, I guess that pretty much ends my turn.
Right, next is Alfred.
Is there a cargo netting or anything against the side?
A what?
Cargo netting. The big mesh netting.
Oh,
Used
yeah,
for
yeah. I
ship.
mean, there's netting, there's other stuff, yeah.
Throw it out in front of the guy's tire.
Okay.
Wrap that sucker up.
Which one?
This one.
This one. Okay.
And send him Mad Maxing down the road.
Alright, I guess he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Sure.
Makes sense.
He fully fails it.
So we got rid of one.
Bye!
Yeah. See if he can, because the other vehicle's right beside him in autopilot. He's going to try to jump to that one.
Dexterity check to
Dexterity
jump
check
off.
to
of
jump
this.
off onto the other
Major
vehicle.
dexterity check, since I didn't expect that.
Yes, disadvantage.
Yes, a disadvantage.
Yeah, he kind of just...
Oh.
that vehicle goes behind,
One
this
screen.
other vehicle's still here, autopilot on its own, so he'll be that vehicle. That will represent that
Okay.
vehicle.
Do you have a bonus action to try and move the lever?
I got it. Hi. Yeah, that's action and everything.
Alright. Next is Sage.
Okay. I'm going to call out and give you guys at least a little call to action here. 'Cause I can't do much more,
Okay.
but I will unbelt myself, and I will move a little closer to the action. In case I can.
Which of us are you giving the call to action?
Actually, well, choose one creature.
You can move
call
30
you.
feet. Do you want to move the whole 30 feet?
Yeah,
or-
go move 30 feet. I'll call you to action because
Okay.
you got the gun.
I do.
So you get an extra D6 on that one. Extra D6.
So you can see these pallets moving forward, and it's like, oh boy.
Okay, so the extra D6 is on the attack roll or is it on the damage roll? It's on the attack.
On the
roll.
attack, yeah. Or ability check for saving.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you say to me?
I say, you can do it. You're close.
Inspirational.
Yeah, that's very smart. But that's very much a call to action. Yes. Anyways.
Back up to the top then with them, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to make an athletics check to pull himself up into your space, in your grill.
Okay.
But he's the one with the grill because he's a machine.
That will make it. So he's standing pretty much beside you at that point. And he will attack. As far as, yeah, he's supposed to have a melee weapon as well, so we'll go for, we'll do a rapier. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to swipe. First attack's going to be 22 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Bad sniper. No swiper.
You take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
And for a second attack, it's going to be a dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay. Take another 7 damage.
Alright.
The other one is going to drive his vehicle up the ramp.
Well, that's brilliant with these big blocks come down at it.
Well, maybe not. He'll just stand aside and try to shoot.
Why'd you have to remind him of that?
Nah,
Could have had fun.
no.
Yeah,
He'll just
his action was he went to the ring.
He'll just wield his gun and try to shoot at 8. That's going to be a dirty 20.
That will just hit, yes.
All right.
Well, Macy's 19th or whatever. Actually, Dave, you have it behind you?
Let's see.
You take 7 piercing damage
All right.
as a bullet just lands right into your electronics there. Oh.
I'm mostly fresh still, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And this one is still stopped rolling around. The bike is still moving, but of course, you can't really do anything because it's not being, directly manipulated anymore. But the driver is long back.
Are there 2 bikes then that are still chasing us, or?
Yeah. There's 2 bikes. There's one just riding on its own, that's represented by him, and the other one that he's still on. The third bike he took out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Both bike and driver are that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So now it's 8's turn.
Okay. I will again. Okay. Are you going to help him with this?
At this
one?
point, these are at the very edge. If you don't pull that lever and try to bring this back up, these are going to fall off.
Yeah, I'll try and help him.
Okay. Then
Get the lever.
Yeah. Okay. You get the lever. Then I'll deal with this guy.
Okay. So you move up and you pull the lever.
Well, my turn still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's say what he's going to do.
What he's going to do? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to do then?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just going to go shoot him again.
Shooting him?
Yeah.
Okay, now you get an extra D6.
Yes. I needed that. So, 12 to hit.
12?
Yeah.
Misses.
I know. More 12 to miss.
Alfred.
All right. Well, I'm gonna assume our compatriot there is gonna get that lever at some point. So let's move here and shove.
Okay. Strength check.
Athletics versus athletics.
Yep.
I kill. Just get rid of him.
That's true.
20.
You got 22.
What?
Yes.
The number 22 or 20 as well?
22.
Okay.
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 So that was your action. You tried to
Yep.
and he would not budge. Very
Okay,
strong.
I run up and pull the lever.
Okay.
Is there like a reverse on the lever?
Well, I mean, it's over 20 away towards, so you have to reach over it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, like,
okay.
is there like a, pushing
Moving
it
back
one
goes
way
the other
going
direction.
forward, pushing it the other way, and when center stops it.
Loading
the other way,
instead of
pulls back.
unloading.
Yeah, I can.
It will start reeling it back in.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so I pull the lever.
So the magnet stop. The
He pulls it
conveyor
all the way.
stop. The conveyor stops moving, or at least moves the other way. The
Right.
conveyor moves the other way as it starts to pull itself back up again. Stops scraping against the pavement.
So so the ramp's pulling in.
The ramp is pulling in.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's the point of pulling a brake.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next back is their turn. So the ramp's being pulled up. Well, obviously, unless the ramp is fully pulled up by the end of their turns, that's, I'll let them go. Yeah. This one is going to try to attack Sage Guy. First attack's going to be only 7.
That misses.
Second attack is going to miss as well.
Good.
The other one is going to try to shoot at 8.
Of course.
Still moving.
Yeah, I know with the gun, so yeah.
It's going to be a 15.
That will miss.
Just bounces off the sides again.
Okay.
All right. Next is 8.
Oh, my bonus action, I gave him another boost.
Inspiration. What did you say this time?
I said,
Same thing?
"Come on, man, you can do better." Okay.
I suppose I should, yes.
Okay.
Alright, so by this time the ramp is like up and like reeling in, and these are almost a little bit closer to their normal spot.
Which one are you going to shoot
I
at?
gotta shoot the guy.
Also, at this point, it's like if you were trying to shoot him, the box was in front of you, but now it's like it's moving out. You can finally see them again.
No longer under
No longer, yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I can reroll 1. Yes. Thank you, probability. All right. I took probability, which was basically just a reworking of the halfling luck.
Okay.
So I can reroll 1s. I have to retake. I have to take whatever the new roll is, but
1.
14
Plus 2.
plus 2 plus 2, so 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Woohoo!
Okay.
5 plus 2, 7 points damage.
All right.
Again, it's against the guy that's still in the truck.
All right. Next is Alfred.
I am tracking ammo usage.
Yes.
Well, since that push went so well, let's just stab at him.
Well, you try to shove this time when push comes to shove.
Exactly. 14.
Miss.
Yeah.
So much for that. All right. Next is Sage.
Okay. I'm gonna push him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your athletics.
No, that's great.
Well, athletics, I actually got a little. I want to get my proficiency with the athletics.
+2.
Plus 2.
Okay.
Ooh!
20. Dirty 20.
Okay. You easily push him out.
Okay.
This
And-
swindly, yeah.
Now he has to do an action to see if he can catch his bike when he falls. And if he misses his bike, he's left down the road.
At disadvantage, the bike is in place to try to pick him up.
Disadvantage.
He made it.
Ooh.
He does an 18 and 20.
Gee.
So he's on his bike, like, effortlessly. I gotta take that guy out because that's his bike now.
Okay.
Okay, he's not out yet.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to back up. But as far as I can back up.
Okay, out there.
Yeah. Just in case you want to shoot people.
Alright, back to the top with them. They are now. He draws his gun again as he still has his gun out.
You going to try and lower the door?
You still didn't kill these guys.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Why opened the door in the first place?
Yeah,
Tell him to stop
otherwise
the
they're just
truck
gonna
real
keep
fast.
shooting the truck. They could try to shoot out the tires or something else.
We can tell them to stop the truck real fast and they'll run into it. Because they're on automatic. The bikes don't know anybody.
Well, they're currently able to control it now. If they need to quickly steer, they can do so. Otherwise,
But then they can't shoot easily.
That's true.
Shoot at a disadvantage.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it seems like the driver has more to focus on right now.
Uh-huh.
Also, if we were to stop the truck, the motorcycles crashing into the back of it might damage the truck. Have you ever seen the
Well,
movies? They blow up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Things blow up.
Everything
Everything
blows up
blows
and it crashes into each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally,
Okay.
totally.
So anyways, they attack.
Yes. So the one over here attacks Alfred. Shoot, that's gonna miss. Here's gonna attack 8. And that's gonna critically miss.
Ooh. Did you write up a new critical miss?
No,
We're
same
using that.
same
They're going to
chart.
use the same.
I mean, that's just optional anyways, whether we
Yeah.
actually include it officially in game or not. It's kind of...
They could do something different.
Yeah. Make our own critical points chart.
He shot himself.
No, just go last in initiative round. So it's like, since their initiative is together, you would just, I don't know. It doesn't really count for anything.
They're already at the beginning, so
Right
it
at the
doesn't really
beginning,
change
yeah.
matters now.
Yeah, not really, no.
Alright.
So next would be T8.
Okay. Oddly, it's okay. Chat says we have Commander Root, but then it also says we have 2 people in chat. So I don't know who those 2 people are. Anyways,
Yeah.
hi if you're watching.
Now that
So-
we're actually playing, yes, go ahead.
Yes, now we're playing. I will shoot the guy that's been shooting me.
Oh, okay.
That's a natural 1, but I'm going to re-roll that.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Wasn't that like a short or long rest that you had to...
No, it's any time. I mean, you have to take the 1 re-roll, but yeah.
Yes, yes. So you're gonna miss. Okay. Next is Alfred.
I know I'm gonna regret this, but why not?
Mm-hmm.
Jump.
I'm thinking grab more rope and shield surf.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh, you do
Just hang on for dear life. Shove my foot in the strap for holding the shield and try and stab my spear into the spokes.
Interesting.
Okay, I guess dexterity,
Athletics to hold on for dear life.
athletics, yeah, at least, or acrobatics to try to.
I'm gonna end up down the road as a spear, but hey, you guys will pay for that.
You're still paying for it, yeah.
Yes.
That's a 14.
That's
Not bad.
you're like about in the middle. You're not close
That's
enough
where
to. You're not close enough to either one in order to stab them. But you're just like right on the ramp, kind of like whoa, 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 whoa.
Dude, that's a throw. Wheels.
All right.
Have you seen Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
I want to do the flagpole maneuver.
All right. We'll try to attack, I guess.
Come on, stupidity. What's the AC on a wheel?
Well, I mean, the vehicles. Why don't you make a perception check on these as you're looking
Well,
at
if you
them?
got in the wheel, it's like a massive
19.
Looks like the whole things are like covered in armor plating. So it's like the wheels underneath are exposed enough in order to touch the edge, but it's like everything else is like chrome armor plating.
No spokes?
No spokes or anything.
Invisible smokes. Yeah.
But it looks like there's no opening in order for you to stab past the armor to the wheel
Well,
itself.
19. You hit the driver then.
Well, I guess it's
18 actually.
throw said spear. I got enough. Throw it at the driver.
Okay. Which one?
This guy.
That one I hit more often. Yeah.
It has, yes.
For a 1.
That's a natural one.
That's a natural 1.
Alright, roll percentile, see what happens.
Let's say bloody spear.
Oh my gosh.
72.
72 would be go last in initiative next round.
Same as that.
That's that. But at this point, I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
That's fine. So whatever.
Okay.
Next would be Sage. You just saw your friend do a very foolish
yes.
thing.
And
But
continue
survive.
doing a
But
foolish
survive.
thing.
Yeah.
Survive, yeah.
Okay. Should I run up and try and pull him in?
No, he wanted to be out there.
He wanted to be.
He clearly wanted to do
Tie
that.
the other end of the rope quick.
What is the tire doing? The
You didn't say
vertical.
tie to anything, you just kind of
Grab some of the cargo
Yeah,
netting
it's
and
tied.
stuff.
cargo netting stuff. Okay, yeah. So you got like loops of cargo netting and below it. the
Okay, I
buckles.
grab an extra cargo netting and I run out to the back. I'm going to throw the cargo netting
Okay.
at one of the bikers.
Alright.
Which one?
Well, the one that's nearest me, I guess. Yeah.
They're going to make a dexterity check to try to avoid it.
Okay, see, what would I add anything to that? I got 12.
No, they rolled
The
it when I did
dexterity.
it.
Dexterity. Okay.
Technically, I suppose it should be like two options because the bike has like auto sensors along with them. If they don't do it, the bike could be able to do it for them.
Yeah, but that's,
Well-
and that's a big thing. It's,
Yeah.
You can only avoid so much.
Yeah.
I would think it would be like if they're on the motorcycle, like on their head on their wheels,
If, it,
that
Yeah.
it's the
if the bike tried to avoid it, it's going to throw them
hands off the
road.
wheel.
Well, their hands are off the wheel because of the.
Right. So it's whatever this AI in the bikes thing is.
But there's no stats for that. We haven't
You
established.
have to decide on it.
It's
Just
all
to figure
mental,
it
yeah.
out.
Wouldn't you have to make one too? Because you're kind of.
Depends on how he throws it, how big it is, where it is.
Well, I'm throwing it over to the side because I'm definitely knowing not to.
Not to try to entangle him in it?
Right.
Okay. With his roll, you're going to have to make a dexterity check because the bike is swerving toward you.
Fair enough.
Wow.
It may
That's
crash
an
it.
advantage.
Yeah.
Or a savings throw or check.
It'd be, I guess saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
You're sitting there.
18 and 18.
18. Okay. You're able to swerve out of the way as he's kind of falling behind. The net kind of just doesn't knock him off the board, it just kind of keeps him from progressing. The bike just slows down and he doesn't fall off of it. He just kind of gets caught up in it and it just kind of, you just not dead or falling off or broken or anything. He
Okay.
just falls behind. He'll eventually catch up, but yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Next would be them.
Hey, you're within melee range.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But is he going to melee attack him, or is he going to shoot me again? He's already has his gun out.
He does already have his gun out.
And I still have a gun.
Technically, he just moved 5 feet from where he was.
Hmm.
Attack of opportunity! He's on a bike!
Yeah.
We're talking about the one that just flew
Would he
back.
technically be able to use his move action to try to ram into you and shoot with his attack option? Because he would just be moving, but it wouldn't be considered. He would just be like, I don't know.
I see a ram as being a proper attack,
proper
you know?
attack action.
Like a charge for a Minotaur, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he couldn't shoot and ram at the same time because it'd be two different things. He couldn't.
You'd also
Couldn't
have to stow the
concentrate.
weapon,
It'd be both.
Do
Both
it,
of them would be at
and
a
then
disadvantage.
unstow the weapon, which
Yeah.
would be another action.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just shoot it. This is me and John saying, just shoot.
Okay, he's gonna shoot at 8.
Okay.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
That will hit. Oh dear.
Yeah.
You already took me down to half last time. How bad is it going to be this time?
Ooh. 15.
Yeah, that's more than my maximum. See, there you go. Like you pointed out before, I also have the enhanced healing. So my proficiency bonus added to my health, so I already had 14. But with the guns being so powerful, you can get things out.
Give me a favor, fall off the back.
He was standing behind the lever, so he's just pretty much in front of the metal. So if this were on, you would actually probably be clinging to it, because whatever metal is on you would be like...
Like 20%.
Yeah, 20%.
I'm not like...
No,
I didn't go with the chrome body.
No, okay.
Okay.
Racist.
Okay.
Alright, the other one is going to untangle himself.
And you point your berries.
Oh. Okay.
He
Well,
successfully untangles himself and is able to maneuver a distance away, but he's able to catch up again. But since he had to get out of the netting and drive up, you know, that's all he's able to do.
so this is action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Next is 8. Death saving throw.
That's 7. That's fail.
It's fail. Alfred.
Well, it worked so well the first time. Let's go with the shove. Except I think I got a better chance of doing that than actually hitting.
Contested.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Shove him off the bike.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then see if I know how to pilot a bike.
Yeah.
That's a 10.
Oh.
Versus there.
It matches. So, like, tie goes to the attacker, or, you know,
It
I don't know if a grapple
Does it
check,
when we're in.
nothing happens, or because they, you know.
We had the same issue with our last time with our Springfield group, where we had 2 barbarians trying to throw each other outside
Yeah,
the
and
window.
then one just, like,
We both like
canceled the
kept
other.
tying, right?
They both canceled the other, yeah. So, like, whoa! And then you pulled yourself back in. Whoa! You, like,
It was a Canadian standoff.
Uh-huh.
No, sorry, let me save you. No, you sir, let me save you first.
They usually went to the attacker.
well, normal attacks, but this is a contested check. If they both get
Yeah.
the same number, then nothing really should happen. Someone at the door?
Oh, it's
Apparently.
probably Kathy.
Oh, okay, okay.
Go.
Yeah,
Why?
go.
What?
Yeah.
You know, it's only 8:30. What's going on?
Well, she's gonna take her car to the shop.
Oh.
She-
Okay. So this is gonna be the end of the thing pretty
Well,
soon, I guess.
we're going to be anyway. It's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
die soon, so yeah.
Yeah. Great.
So your ability check.
Or would be like on the Dungeon Master Guide where it's a contested thing.
It remains the same as before the contest.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing happens.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so that was your action.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so far I'm the only one with the kill. Or at least
That
was
is
the
true.
kill.
Next is Sage.
So, okay, my turn. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, pull up a seat.
Okay. I was going to ask you if I should mount a sword for you.
Oh,
You know,
Well,
punch
you-
me.
if you want to be.
You have to tell me what to do. Go ahead and do your turn.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
You're in the truck. He's surfing on his shield, trying to knock against the other guy with
Yeah.
a motorcycle.
I'm gonna go.
I'm down though.
I'm gonna go over
Down.
and give him
My berry. A berry.
about 5 berries.
You only do one at a time.
Only
It's an
one at a
action
time.
to
Okay,
feed me
one berry. Okay,
You
I'll
feed
give
him a berry. Okay.
I go over and
Okay.
feed him a berry.
Thanks, berry.
Okay.
Okay, then I use the rest of my move to try and get in between these two so that I'm
Okay.
shielded.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
You're undercover, yes.
you got a point, but I don't know if that gets you anywhere.
I'm awake.
You're
alive
awake,
with 1
okay.
point. All right, back to their turns. Since he is down, he's going to try to do a shove check on you to knock you
Yeah.
down. So contested check.
You get up again. Never gonna keep you down.
23.
Oh, come on.
Also 23.
What?
So nothing
So
does
nothing
changes.
happens. He rolled, yeah.
I can't.
What are the chances of both rolling, getting the same number twice?
I don't know. It's weird. The other one is going to pull his gun and try to shoot at you.
Well, that should be at a
Me,
disadvantage
I
because he's. That should be at a disadvantage because he's like moving all over the place.
That is a dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. Now you're down.
Oh, I'm going street pizza.
You take 10 piercing.
Oh, yeah,
That's it.
street pizza.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That's 0 and
He's down.
Well, did you maybe tie the rope around your wrist and you would?
No.
Oh yeah, that's every turn an extra death save.
Every time you slam against the pavement, automatic fail, automatic fail.
Okay.
All right, next is 8. You are back up with 1 hit point.
Yeah.
I stand up.
You stand up,
I
What
look
speed
back
was
there.
this truck going?
about 70 miles an hour.
Woo.
You're on the highway.
Yeah, well.
We're gonna pay for that. I shoot the one up over there.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
That
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yes, roll 20.
Natural 20. You want to just double damage.
Double devil damage.
All right.
That's the end of it.
Two.
Yeah. Metro down, yes.
1. Oh man.
Fix mine.
6.
Still
Goodness,
up,
that
still up.
stinks.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Does it-
Here.
No, I'm okay. Metro down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Alfred, you're dead.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know, about an 8.
I mean, I don't know how many death saving throws.
Put up.
Practices.
You get other
Yeah.
vehicles on the road too.
Oh yeah, I mean
It's 4 in the morning, but
Yeah, there's a couple here and there.
yeah,
Yeah. Sage.
Cereal.
you're
Okay.
roadkill.
I'm roadkill. I lived much longer than I expected on that maneuver.
Let's see. There's not a lot I can do.
You can inspire me and give me another berry.
I can inspire you. I will inspire you, and I
Move
will
behind
run
and give a berry.
give you a berry.
Here,
Two hit points.
There's another berry, and then run back. Then run back and
Okay.
inspire him.
Okay.
You get to use an extra D6
Yes.
in your attack.
So what's my inspiration?
Your
Don't
inspiration.
die again.
Don't die.
Don't do what he did.
Don't do what he did, right?
All right. Next is their turn.
Oh boy, they're gonna shoot me.
Uh-huh. Maybe I could drag him back behind this box. Oh well.
Does this say bone block there?
It does, but I
What's
don't know
that
where to
say?
get that. That's
This one is going to try to shoot you.
Yeah, it does.
It's only going to be 12.
No.
The
other
other
one-
one is going to try to rev up and try
Get
to grab
the lever again,
the
of
lever
course,
again. Yeah, he's going to pull the lever.
Lever girl.
Oh, not again.
Say clever girl's lever girl.
Instead of jumping, he's trying to just drive up close and reach for it.
Uh-huh.
And
That'd be a disadvantage, isn't it?
yeah, he's not able to reach it. At least
Okay.
that's his attempt
Mm-hmm.
because he's
Okay.
weapon holstered trying to
Okay.
while the okay. So next is 8.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the guy that's trying to get that. Not fantastic. That's going to be a miss. 11 plus 5.
Miss.
16, yeah.
Yeah, miss. Sage.
Okay.
Do that thing.
This won't last much longer.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna grab another piece of netting
Okay.
and run up
You try to throw to him.
and try and I'll throw it around his
Alright.
his head.
He's gonna throw because it's right in front of him. He's just gonna make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw, and he's gonna fail, and the whole net just kind of
Wraps around him.
wraps around him and just kind
And
of
causes the bike.
Yeah.
Gets on his wheel of his bike
his
and
wheel,
starts
yeah.
pulling up in the wheel and until
Inside the armor of the.
Yeah.
all
So
over. Yeah.
this time it's just it's a
Can I take the fertilize action?
Okay. Finally.
Yeah, you did something. All right. Next is the enemies. The one that's left is going to try to shoot at Sage. Now that you're open,
Yeah, you would. It doesn't take much to kill me.
that's going to be 16 to hit.
Yes,
that'll hit.
All right.
Just
It's going to be 8 piercing.
You're not dead yet.
okay.
And you get your own berry, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's an action.
I can't eat a berry.
I will turn and shoot that guy then.
All right.
Only 16.
All right, Sage.
Oh, I didn't give you a thing? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
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 You have to use your stuff trying to get.
Which is more effective, so that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. You're out of netting on this side, by the way.
I'm out of netting.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's see.
You pretty much dragged along the whole side of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at. We're gonna pay for that. And that's like $50 right
Yeah.
there.
I was 10 levels.
Yeah.
Enjoy. I guess that puts you at level
Okay.
15. You're free.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, let's see. The
Or we go by years. We're still
thing
at
is
3
pulled
years.
back in.
Mhm.
So,
What are you doing?
is there netting? I'm going to take a berry
Mhm.
and I'm going
That's
to run over and give a berry to him.
Okay.
And
That's an
I'm
action
gonna-
that you can't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well,
you
I'm
would
You
gonna-
either give a berry or you throw that netting.
Oh, okay. I grab a netting. Okay, I'm gonna grab the netting and throw it.
Okay.
to
Grab the
other
netting
guy.
and throw it at that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
The
throw
one
it
hit
at
point won't help me that much right now.
Right.
Right.
Only when I go unconscious.
Okay. Throw it one.
Move ahead. He's gonna roll, and he's gonna dodge it.
He dodges it.
He
Okay.
dodges it. Yeah. He moves out of the way, and the netting just
Okay.
bounces.
Anyways.
Okay.
And can I run back? At least get behind him.
Yeah, you can get behind him.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So he's going to shoot at 8.
I'm literally his meat shield.
Yeah, thank
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
you.
Yes.
You take only 4 damage.
That's enough. I'm already
So,
doing it out
yeah.
too, so.
Down again.
All right. Death saving throw.
It's 13 this time.
Okay, one pass.
I
Then
forgot to erase
Sage.
my failure from last time.
I'm gonna give him a berry.
Okay,
Give him
yes.
a berry.
Bye,
He's
man.
back
Oh,
up.
Is that my action?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the bot is going to try to shoot at Sage then.
I didn't get a chance to run back. And I use a bonus
Okay, you
action.
want to use his bonus action.
I use a bonus action.
Alright.
Get up, man! Get up! We're almost.
After you feed me the berry,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so
Barry, live this time. Run. My target. Bang.
he's going to move his bike then towards the lever and try to pull it.
That's what they do.
At this
It's in their programming.
Yeah.
No, he's not able to reach it at this point. So 8, get back up.
Okay, I get back up.
Get up.
Uh-huh.
I shoot at him.
Okay.
Here, the street pizza maneuver is popular.
No! 2 plus 5. No.
No. Okay.
Don't pull it down.
Sage.
Oh,
Okay.
roll it.
I'm grabbing a net from the other side,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to run over there or run somewhere where I can throw a net at him.
Who's in that?
The net. Net. Yeah, a net. You didn't know there was another person in here? They'll be distracted by the Annette Funicello. Because everyone thought she was. Anyway, go ahead. And
Yeah. He passes. Effortlessly driving to about here.
Okay, the other side.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do I have time to walk back? But I can give him a bonus action.
You used all your movement to go up and go down.
Alright, I can inspire him to do it again.
Alright, how many
You're up.
inspirations do you have?
How many berries I have left?
No, inspirations.
Oh, inspiration. No, I think the inspire is like.
No, they have
No,
limits.
There's no limit. Is there a limit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Call
I think
to
you're out.
action?
I think you're out of it.
I'm sure you're out.
It says
Yeah.
next 10 minutes.
Well, that's how.
Oh,
that's
shoot, I only had to
when
do
I
it
can
once
use
for
it.
the next minute. Oh, okay.
No, it's one use in 10 minutes.
One use.
Yeah.
The creature can only have one call action at
So
a
if you use it
time.
many times, you can use this number equal to your charisma modifier.
Oh, okay.
What's your charisma modifier?
2.
Two.
You've used it more than enough time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't use it anymore.
All right.
It's alright.
We need,
Never played a bard before, so
we
it's
need
fine.
a lot of inspiration.
It's not going to work out for you. The bot is going to shoot at Sage.
Because you keep bringing me back up, so.
Yeah.
That is an 18.
That will hit.
Yes. It won't be much.
It's another 8 damage.
And he's down.
I'm down. Yep.
Yeah, he didn't fall off, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. 8.
Okay, I'm going to walk around the other side of the cart.
Uh-huh.
I knew where he was keeping his berries.
Yes.
I grab a berry and pop it in his mouth,
Okay.
and I drag him to the back of the... Back there, yes.
Make a strength check.
Oh, yeah.
Not that by much.
7!
You drag him like 1 square.
Okay.
He's still in view, though.
Ah,
Well, you're still in view, obviously.
Yeah.
but I'm prone, so I'm not as big.
And you're awake now, because you have 1 hit point.
I'm awake.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm staying down.
Sage, you're awake.
Yes. Oh.
How many of these berries have we used? Because there's only 10.
I think
Yeah.
like 6.
Okay.
Probably 6. Okay.
These are your lifeblood at this point.
I'm gonna inspire. I can't inspire him anymore.
No,
No, you
I'm out of
can't.
inspiration.
You're out, yeah.
It wasn't getting any good anyway.
Well, eventually we'll add the proper spells so you have more,
Yeah.
not spells,
Options.
routines, you'll have more options, but this is...
Okay. I'm gonna get up and go between the boxes back here, just to.
Okay.
Just
Throw your
to.
cither at him.
It's huge.
Okay.
I never like playing this again anyway.
His
Hi.
turn, he's going to shoot at 8. And that's going to miss.
Thank you.
Okay, 8.
Okay. I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay.
12, no.
Nope. Sage.
They have a really high AC.
Gee, are there any more cargo nets?
No. You use them.
You use all the cargo nets.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because you already pulled a couple off of here, and you pulled every one of them. You pull like the last one off of there, and drag it onto the other side. And it's like, no, you've used everything.
He's been generous enough to give us that anyways, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I'm about a third of a mile back by now.
I'm gonna run back to the intercom and ask the guys if they have any kind of maneuvers they can do.
Just able to make it back there.
Okay.
Any maneuvers, guys? We can't. We got one guy left. We can't get rid of him. We need a maneuver. You guys stop or go to the other side of the road or do something.
Change speed,
I'll
something.
see what I can do.
Okay.
Alright.
Can't
Is he a
shake him.
pirate?
Shake him. That's okay. Okay.
We'll see what all I can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna fork knife this sucker and one flies off.
Yeah. Well, they have brakes in the back too. He could pull the hitch, let the whole trailer go.
I think that would be also be a bad idea. He decides to do a sudden swerve, tilting this entire thing like into the other lane. So as they're moving, it's suddenly like diagonal, and he's actually going to like crash into this area, but he has to make a dexterity check to keep from doing so. As much as he can do without slowing down, because he doesn't really want to affect other traffic.
But I probably won't make a dexterity saving throw to not fall out.
Yes,
Did
both
I
of you are
know
going to have to
that?
make dexterity
Saving
saving
throws.
throws.
Well,
because
I'm,
of sudden
Well, he's
swerve.
far
I can
away
fall
there.
down.
Yeah, you're far enough back, but you definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now I roll well.
Okay.
Well,
20 dirty 20.
You hold your ground.
yeah.
Yeah, might as well make it.
Oh well, I fell over, but I
You
didn't
fall to the
out.
ground. You fall prone, but you're not like
Yeah.
falling out or anything. You definitely.
Or supine. That's where you fall on your back.
And pine plant, yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get he was able to.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So now it is his turn, and he is going to shoot at 8.
It does. Go at me, bro.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay. I'm getting really frustrated like dirty 20s. Feels so dirty. I'm moving
That's
down
another,
again. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
yeah, 7
I'm down to
hit
1
points,
hit point, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Help!
You're
Move
prone.
back.
You had to use half your movement to get back up. You're making a death saving throw first.
I just went down. Wait a minute, yeah.
It's
my
your turn now.
yeah.
You need a death saving throw.
Yeah, okay. That's one failure there.
Okay.
Alright.
You.
All right. I get up,
Yes.
but I
You
can't
only
quite
15
make
feet.
it.
No, you can't.
I can't make it.
No.
My face is just covered in blue right now.
It's my
Just gotta
head.
keep eating blueberries.
I've only got like 2 berries left.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But you need to keep me alive because I am the one with the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, you could throw your dagger, but
That's not gonna be much.
Back up to the top. He's going to move towards and try to pull the lever again.
that lever.
Yeah.
And he manages to do it.
Oh no.
Okay.
By the end of his turn, it's scraping again, and that's starting to move.
Uh-huh.
Death saving throw.
No failure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I walk up.
Yeah.
I give him one of my next
Good
to
berry.
last berry.
Okay, that's the only thing you can do.
Okay.
Either that or pull the lever.
Give him the berry and he.
Yeah.
Okay, in the berry. Okay, it is his turn. He's going to try to shoot at you. That's going to be a dirty 20.
This absurdity of it.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
that's 6 points. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay. So you're up.
god. I won't see you so no.
Lisa moves significantly.
What? I didn't
Oh,
only
yeah.
move one block.
No, one block. Sorry,
Yeah.
one block.
Okay.
You're back up. Use half your movement to get back up.
Okay.
Now, you're gonna just do what they did in that one movie, and you're gonna get on the block and ride it out the door.
It's moving very slowly.
Okay. How about this? I'm going to look behind me, give
Mhm.
him his last berry,
That's your action.
go back again.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump at him.
Okay, just jump.
Yeah, I want to jump at
Well,
him.
you
Try
just
and
have to move to stand up.
Yeah, you
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
enough movement. You could get up to here.
You can only go a maximum of your move with a jump.
You were
do it,
here.
15.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15. You'd have all that left. You'd be able to move up to him. You
I
wouldn't
mean,
be
I'm
able-
also in a moving vehicle, so it's a matter of,
The
I
physics
let
don't
myself
work.
jump.
No,
fall.
no.
If you
Okay.
jump in an airplane, you all of a sudden do not splat. You have momentum too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to move up or do you want to stay there?
I'm going to move up. Yeah.
Move up. Okay, you move up next to him.
Oh, yeah, because he's using a ranged weapon. He's going to have disadvantage because I'm in melee range now. Unless he moves back, in which case, he'll probably move back. So,
Mm-hmm.
he's awake now. I have
Yes,
one hit point.
Sage,
He's
Sage.
at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Sage.
Let's make this
I'm gonna
happen.
get
Half your movement, yeah.
And do I
TPK.
have enough movement to get to the lever?
5 to 15. Yeah, you can
Can I
stand next to the
Try and
lever.
pull the lever back.
Yeah,
That's my
strength
action.
check.
Strength check. Ooh, 19 plus 2.
Okay, you effortlessly pull it back and it starts to retract again.
Again, the one with the 0 modifier on his strength.
Okay.
The robot then is going to shoot at you, Sage.
Of course. I'm out of berries. The last one.
That's going to be a 22.
That'll hit.
Yes.
And it
Yeah,
does
I
another
know.
6 damage.
That's you down, yeah.
Down again.
Okay. I'm down. I'm not getting up again.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay.
8.
Okay. Now he's within melee range,
It
right?
sure is.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my quarterstaff to try to bump him away.
Okay.
Knock him off.
So-
I have +5 on the attack for that,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
Knock him off his bike.
it's only a 16.
Nope. You swipe out and you dodge.
Clang,
you miss and
clang,
you-
clang.
yeah.
You should have gone with the middle quarterstaff instead of this wooden one.
Sage, just saving throw.
16.
Pass.
One pass. All right. Next, the enemy is going to try to pull the lever again.
Not this way. This way.
I just been shooting him and ending this thing.
Reminds me of this cartoons, huh?
He manages to do it. As soon as it just starts rolling back again.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
8.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, obviously my gun would do more damage, but I have a higher attack on my quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
If I were able to...
Do you want to just try to jump
Can I
from
do-
here and try to grapple him?
Can I do an athletics check to try to do
Athletics
that?
check to contest
Yes.
the athletics
Yeah.
check. Okay.
Yeah. 19.
21.
Ooh.
So what happens to me then?
He instead throws you
Off?
off.
And like, can I do a dexterity check to try to
Dexterity
grab
saving
the
throw. Dexterity saving
to
throw.
try to grab the rope that he was hanging from?
Okay. Yeah.
To see how much he let go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 19 right there.
You're able to grab the rope, but you don't have any like shield or anything. So you're just kind of.
I have a shield.
Oh, you have a shield.
I have a
You're
shield,
digging
yeah.
digging into your shield. Sure. I see a repeat. He's still up there. You tried to jump. He was like, and you're like, yeah.
So now you gotta,
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
you gotta skate across and wrap that rope around his bike.
I'm sure the bike's stronger than the rope.
No, all it has to do is get him off balance. All right. I
He has
guess
giant
that's saving
strength,
throw for
yeah.
me.
Yes.
And I fist failed that one.
That's a natural 1. That's 2.
No, wait. Was that a
Yeah.
1 or a
You rolled a
7?
natural 1. You rolled a
Was
natural
that
1.
one or a
That's 2
7?
failed.
I couldn't tell.
natural
You rolled a
one.
natural 1.
Okay.
Okay. Next is the robot. Since you're out of melee range, he can just shoot at you. So turn back. And that's going to be a dirty 20.
Again, that's like the third or fourth dirty 20 he's had.
Yeah.
I thought
It'd
that
be,
you changed
yeah,
his dice. It
12
doesn't matter.
damage.
It's going to be down, yeah.
12 damage and
So
you're...
that's it.
Pizza.
It is CPK.
Okay, and then I do my roll, and I got a 3, so I'm dead. All right, we all dead. Okay.
So,
Well, I think you made those guys too hard. I really do. I think you made them too high level for us. That wasn't fair.
They were animated armor.
I don't care.
okay.
It should have been only 2
What
of
was
them.
their challenge rating?
Quarter?
Quarter?
15. Oh, 1. The challenge rating 1.
1!
One.
They were to 3 level 1, 3
level 1.
challenge rating
Okay,
ones.
fine. You took out 2 of them.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
did.
and they took out all 3 of us. So, guess what?
That's all right.
Yeah. Well, next time we need to get a little balance here.
It was an experiment.
It was an
was.
experiment.
That was.
We did
Yeah.
take it as far as we could, I guess.
Live it. You used every berry. You used every wild idea you could think of.
Yeah. Until next time, happy
I used
gaming.
over half of my bullets.
Yeah.
We are known for killing off the party when starting a new game. Dragon Age, D&D 4, it was total party kill the first time we tried each one of them.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least we did longer in this than we did with the Dragon Age.
We sure
the
did.
first, wolf fight.
Uh-huh.
Those
It was
wolves
like
just
3 rounds.
ripped y'all apart.
Yes.
Oh, I like my character. I wanted to make something of it, but no, you had to kill him. I can still redo it. Same character.
Bye-bye. Happy gaming.
Unfortunately, I hadn't modified. I made the screen bigger so that you could see more of the map,
Yeah.
but I didn't actually move that around. So
Oh.
didn't actually see most of what happened on the screen. But Boa.
Eh.